Hello students, JEE Mains is just around the corner. Catch us live on 2nd April to 8th April 2026, where we will provide you with detailed JEE Mains analysis, memory-based questions, paper pattern, safe score, and much more. So what are you waiting for? Join us on 2nd April to 8th April 2026 for all JEE Mains Day activities.
So hi everyone, my name is Akshay Arora and I welcome you all to this wonderful session of the JEE Mains paper discussion of the year 2026. Guys, this is the second session going on, the final round, that is the April shift, and the date is 4th April, Saturday morning. I hope you are very excited for just having the set of the questions of the JEE Mains which are being asked in the morning shift, that is shift 1 of 4th of April. So guys, I would first of all like to welcome you all, a warm welcome to our YouTube channel, Sri Chaitanya Academy JEE and Sri Chaitanya. So I just want to tell you that our team is really working hard on behalf so that they can get the questions from the students standing outside the center, waiting for the students to come out and then noting down the questions and sending it to us. And as a team, our teachers are really working hard. They are getting these questions typed on the screen so that you can see these questions properly. And we will be bringing you the solutions of the math, physics and chemistry being asked in 4th April 2026 in a very soon time. So yes, so my dear students, first of all, the paper was tough or moderate. It was as usual as it was before. Maths was quite lengthy. Physics and chemistry, they were taking around 50 minutes or 40 minutes, 40 to 50 minutes of the time in the completion. So here, my dear students, I would again like to suggest you one thing, that the paper has to be attempted in 2 rounds. One is the round 1 where you have to attempt those questions which are doable. Doable are those questions which when you read them, you have a gut feeling that if I try this question, I'll be able to get the answer to those questions. So first of all, in the round 1, choose only those questions which you think if you attempt, you'll be able to do that. However, in the round 2, select those questions which you think you will be able to do, but it will take a lot amount of time. Let's say a 5 minutes time, a 6 minutes time, a statistics question sometimes asking the variance. So those type of the questions you take in the round 2, and in the round 3, take the difficult questions which you think that if I attempt, whether I will be able to do the answer of that question or will not be able to answer that question. So this is how you have to attempt the paper in 3 rounds, not only subject math, but also in the subject physics as well as chemistry. I can see a set of the students have been right now in the live session. I request first of all to all of you to please subscribe our channel, Sri Chaitanya Academy JEE, as well as like the video which is live right now. See, my dear students, We all know that Infinity Learn and Sri Chaitanya is the #1 institute in bringing out the JEE Mains paper questions, authenticated questions as well as the solutions in a very less time. Every year consistently since the last 5 years, we are bringing up the questions as well as their solutions right after the JEE Mains examination so that it can help other students. Let's say you have the exam tomorrow, 5th, you have the exam on 6th. It will be helping definitely to you because the questions and the concepts, they are continuously being repeated. We saw there were enormous questions in the shift 1 on the 4th of April, which been asked again in the shift 2. So that is why these sessions are really very important, guys. I would like to suggest you, please take a notebook along with you. However, we'll also share the PDF of today's session. What are the questions being asked? No, we are just framing the set of the questions, not only in math, but other subjects, physics and chemistry also. And we will be sharing those question list of the questions in the memory based questions in the physics, chemistry, math on the Telegram group. See in the description of this video, there is a link of the Telegram group. Please join that channel. This is very important, not only for the mains examination, but also for the JEE Advanced. We'll also help you in the counseling sessions. However, if you secure more than 99 percentile, will help you to aim for the JEE Advanced, securing a good seat in the IIT also. So for all these things, it is very important to just join our Telegram channel, where the link of the Telegram channel you will be able to find in the description. Now, various students, they are live right now. They're asking a common question. How was the paper? The paper was as usual as it was before. It depends on your preparation. Sometimes you feel that the definite integration is not so prepared. So you just get the question of the definite integration, which was very easy. For you, it seems to be very easy, but let's say for the other students, it may not be easy. Depends. It's totally as your perception how the paper was. But actually, I would say you about the mathematics section, it was moderate to lengthy, because in the mathematics, it will consume more than 1 hour of time to complete all the 25 questions. However, you have to save the time of the mathematics section from the physics as well as chemistry. We have with us Sarfaraz sir also. I don't know why he was late today. See, we are really working for you, and the sir was actually sir, you had gone to the center for collecting the questions.
Yes, I have
All
gone to
right,
the center.
so sir was there to take the interview of the students over there.
I've gone to the center, and traffic also is there.
All right,
I
all
got
right.
late over here.
Okay.
So we
No
have,
problem,
I have
sir.
interacted with students, sir. And I don't know what physics and maths that you are expert in your department.
Yeah.
So chemistry point of view, I came to know that the paper was moderate, sir. I have seen some questions given by the students to me, and I saw the questions are moderate. They are not at all hard. So luckily, the students who have written yesterday I mean to say,
4th April. Sorry, today's, yeah, 2nd April.
2nd April examination, almost it was equivalent chemistry part. So I am wondering that since the flow is going on very normally, okay, so I think that I think the mood of NTA is to make the students more motivate in the month of April.
All right.
The way
So in
they
comparison to the JEE,
the way they have kept a big stone on the head in the month of January sessions, that they have not done in the month of April till now.
All right.
I don't know what is going to happen in
Yes.
shift 2.
So you find in comparison to the January attempt, the questions of the chemistry subject particularly, they are coming easier.
Easy, no, sir. Moderate.
Moderate.
And you people, maths department, always say chemistry is easy. Chemistry is easy. It's not
Sir,
like
I believe that.
It's not like that.
I believe that the students will be consuming. Sir, it's not about easy and tough.
No,
it's
sir,
it's
no,
about like the chemistry subject can
No,
be
sir,
done within
I'm not
less than
agreeing.
1 hour. Less than
Sir,
1
I'm
hour.
not agreeing one point with you because
Yeah.
mathematics department people as well as physics department people
Yeah.
always they try to show that chemistry is easy.
No, sir, our students also they try to show us the same thing.
No, only the chemistry part will become easy only because of inorganic part.
Inorganic, yeah.
One third of chemistry is easy, so that 1/3 part is making that 2/3 part easy. It's not like that.
No, no,
Overall,
yeah.
chemistry is also having something good weightage. That is why if chemistry would have been easy, then also students would have scored very beautiful marks.
Very good
But it's
marks,
not like
yes.
that. If you see the analysis, chemistry also is coming standard nowadays, and good questions are coming. Only inorganic part, straightforward questions are coming mostly from the NCERT. What is your opinion about mathematics, sir?
So in mathematics, sir, the paper is as usual as was in the January attempt. So the papers, sir, we are finding that like very few students would be able to complete in 1 hour if they know all the questions. However, there are lengthy questions, sir.
Can I ask one question to you, sir?
Yes, yes.
Are the questions Olympiad level?
No, no, we can't say it Olympiad as usual as in the JEE Mains level,
because
sir.
Whenever I have interacted with math faculties, they are telling that it's very hard, tough, and so I heard that.
Sir, one or two questions. Sir, one or two questions definitely they will give. NT always give that because they don't.
Chemistry also.
Yeah, because they don't want that 300 out of 300 score should be got by every student.
And if I'm not wrong, sir, actually, NTA I think they plan to increase the level of the standard, seeing the preparation of the students.
Absolutely.
Because if you remember last year, NEET physics paper was out of the world. Very hard.
Last year it happened.
And some students were saying that the questions were from JEE advanced level type.
Yeah.
So that no one should score 720 out of 720.
Only one student got 750
marks. I think even NTA do not want anybody to score
300 here also. Yes.
So obviously, what to do? Any one subject make it very hard.
In January attempt also, sir, we like only 2 students from India got 300 score, out of which 1 student from Sri Chaitanya.
Sir, so Chaitanya always.
Since the last 4 years, we are getting our students in the list of 300 out of 300, 100%.
Yes, Sri Chaitanya students are always getting good ranks with flying colors.
Yes.
Okay, there is no doubt in that. Sir, in mathematics, can you advise to our students? Because even my daughter is coming in grade 11 now.
Yeah.
So what is the planning of the students should be there who some students here you can see they are in grade 11 and entering 12. So can you give a short.
So basically, yeah, sir, for mathematics, it's all about consistency, dedication. It's not about last night fight. You cannot attend you can't do study in such a way that you're attending the lecture, but you're not doing the questions. When you are attending the lecture, at that time, I'm telling you, if a math teacher is solving a question for you, the math is getting better. Your math will only get better when you yourself hustle and solve the question. The more you hustle, the more expertise you'll have. And it's not about the quantity of the question that you're choosing every day, it's about the quality also. Please make sure that all the type of the question models involving a chapter as well as the concepts may get covered while you're doing the self-study. The more you hustle, the more you will be able to get an idea that how the question papers are being made.
The chemistry point of view, sir, I think the preparation, one common complaint students give that, sir, I'm grade 12 and grade 11, I lost time, I didn't prepare well, I was not good, I didn't understand, it took time. Till I understand the year has been completed. Students tell.
And now it's backlog.
Yeah, backlog. Now what happens? Issue comes. Then, so therefore the students who are in grade 12, who are entering grade 12, my personal suggestion with respect to chemistry is, for next 1.5 months, don't focus grade 12.
Yes.
My personal suggestion, put your full energy in grade 11 only. Why? Because you will not get time again for preparation for grade 11. Because till October syllabus will be running, October, November. Then immediately IELTS grant test will start or whatever examinations in the respective colleges will start. Then there is no time, January examination is there. So I recommend, actually sir, if you observe one important thing, for next January session examination, there is not even a year.
Yes, absolutely.
You observe it?
Only hardly 7 months.
Now April started?
7 months.
Okay, you consider full April. 7
months.
7 months only. Oh my goodness. So the students who are appearing for, who are entering grade 12, for you,
only 7 months.
Slightly more than half year is there.
Yes, 7 months.
More in your brain maybe there, oh, 1 year is there.
No, not
grade
here.
12, 1 year is there. No. You are not having grade 1 year.
Sir, मेरा अभी second shift में paper है, question जल्दी बताओ. Yes, we are bringing up the question. The team is typing the question. Definitely we are about to. Yeah.
I'm very sorry. I would like to answer that chemistry point. Sir, मेरा अभी second shift में अभी paper है, जल्दी से questions दिखाओ. Questions तो नहीं बता सकते, लेकिन तुमको मैं 5 questions बोलूँगा जो shift 2 में आ सकता है. 1 questions on buffer, 1 named reactions in organic chemistry, 1 molecular orbital theory and VSEPR theory, and another thing is hydrogen bonding. Okay, and another thing is from in organic reactions, A becomes B, B becomes C. That is linked questions in organic
conversions.
That is from practical organic chemistry. These 5 questions you fast go through because time is not there and you can prepare for the examination. Okay.
Okay, sir. I only lack to recall some colors in the inorganic. Lack of understanding in 4 to 5 in the word problem that I have.
Sir, only thing I lack to recall some color. Okay. So Jimmy, I'll tell you how to remember colors. Okay, in short and sweet. You make one table very fast if you have good time. If you are writing shift 2, I can't help you. But if you are writing on Sunday, then what you do? All white colors precipitates and you can salts you can at one place. Mostly the colors are white, yellow, orange. These 3 and black, these 4 colors are there. So you just make one table like the way you make in your school. Column 1, A, B, C, white, black,
yellow,
blue, orange, red you make, and
Okay.
just you write all the sorts in one places. I think that will be a 1-page notes at the last moment, last moment of your examination, because in the class of for Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya students, I already gave ready-made colors. So maybe you are
So
having
we'll also share in the Telegram group, sir.
Yeah, we can do
If you
it.
join our Telegram group, definitely that sheets which has sir shared with our students will be shared with you also as a public. So that sheet of the related to the colors will be shared with you. Don't worry
Okay,
about that.
Pushkaraj is saying thank you very much, sir. Okay, okay. So Pushkaraj, thank you. So sir, can you just take
Yeah. So
the
let's take a
analysis,
feedback.
please?
Yeah, let's take a analysis.
Feedback fast. And dear students, 1 minute, please. All the students be in the class, be here only. Maybe in 5, 6, 7 minutes like that, sir. And
Within
we
2
can-
minutes, sir. Within 2 minutes.
Yeah,
The questions are coming.
Questions are coming. We'll be immediately bringing the memory-based questions to the students. So be tuned. Stay in the class. I mean to say stay in the YouTube session.
So this is a class for them, sir. So basically, my dear student, this is a overall analysis that we have for this sheet. 4th April shift 1, overall difficulty level, guys. Physics moderate to difficult, chemistry moderate, and sir, math is, see, the questions are not tough. The questions are moderate, but they were lengthy. So however, they're consuming 5 minutes of time in few questions. I would say 5 questions were there consuming more than 5 minutes. So 25 questions just in solving 5 questions. That is why you have to manage the time.
Yeah, always you try to show that
Math is
hard,
lengthy.
tough,
Lengthy, yes.
Okay, you are
Not tough, not tough. I would say easy and moderate.
Oh, sorry.
I would say easy and moderate. Math is not tough, sir.
Right,
All
next.
right. Next is, how was the math paper? You can just put down the comment
Sir,
in
math,
the chat
math
section.
You're telling, sir, you continue your math.
All right,
I'll
sir.
go and I'll bring my
So
statistics question.
let's bring out the chemistry first of all, so that you can have a discussion.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So dear students,
So we have to just take the review from them, sir. How was the chemistry paper? If you think it was easy, just type 5. If you think it was moderate, just type 4. If you
of
think
you all,
moderate but
please.
lengthy, 3. Difficult, 2. Very difficult, 1. Yeah, please flood our chat section, guys. Please tell me, how did you find in your attempt, not only in the 4th April, how did you find that the chemistry section was?
right, quickly. So meanwhile, I would like to say that one observation I've made in chemistry, sir, the questions from some common questions are getting repeated.
Yeah. In
Again
first shift
again.
and second shift, few
They're
concepts
getting-
repeated,
they're
sir.
getting again and again
Repeated. Not only the
So-
exact same values, but yeah,
Yeah.
values are changed, concepts are same.
Concepts are same, like in chemistry, pH. Okay, I think the students are 136 votes have already come, sir.
All right,
Okay,
that's
please,
great. Sir, this is
let me
about
know,
the
sir.
analysis of the chemistry, sir.
Yeah.
Moderate, the student are saying that they are having 33% of the questions
These are
moderate.
simply 33 and this 37 if you see.
And
Okay,
difficulty, sir,
70,
almost,
70 here.
yeah,
So 70% paper is moderate to easy.
easy
Okay?
and moderate.
So moderate, easy, just you bring it here. Then what if even 70% paper they solve? Oh,
Yes,
sorry, backside.
yes,
sir.
yes.
Even where it is, yeah, 70% this cake if they eat, I think this is not required also.
Absolutely.
Easily they can get.
That's what I said to the
United
students,
they
sir.
get 45.
Yeah, you have to choose these set of the questions. Basically, you have to be very smart. You have to choose those questions which you don't have to do. So
Yeah.
art of leaving the question is really important, sir. Sometimes student in the start only they stuck in the question where they do not know how to solve it, but they're getting wasted 10 minutes of the time, 15 minutes of the time. So that is why avoid using these questions in the start. But yeah, if you have the time at the last, please solve them. All right.
So sir, what you do, you continue with your mathematics. Meanwhile, if mathematics questions comes, you can discuss it. And meanwhile, if chemistry questions come, I'll be back and I'll be taking the questions. So,
Yes.
sir, please continue. Sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
About the math section, guys, I want to tell you over here. See, this is a math section. Math, see, moderate portion is too much, easy portion is too much, difficulty portion is lesser in math. However, see, you know the answer, how to go through that answer. But the process involves various steps. The process involves various calculations. So, my dear students, I want to tell you one thing really important here, that the calculators are not allowed. So, it will consume your time to deal with that question and to get to reach to the final answer. You know the path, how to travel it, but it will take or it will consume more time. Let's say 4 minutes of the time or 5 minutes of the time, even for few questions. So that is why you'll find that math is doable, but the questions are consuming more time. So you have to save your time in the subject physics and chemistry. Then only you will be able to attempt math fully. However, at the last, if you're having less time, you're not able to manage a good time from the chemistry and physics subject, then you will find that the math paper is unsolvable in 1 hour. I would also tell you that very few students would be able to solve this entire math paper in 1 hour. So that is why, my dear students, I would say that easy and moderate, they comprise of 80%. 20% is for the difficult. You can leave this difficult section first of all in the first round. However, you target these two portions only. But you'll find that the questions are taking more time and they are consuming more time. That is why it is really important to just save the time from the other subjects, guys. All right, are you able to understand this? Now, few chapters I want to tell you. See, 3D questions are always coming, 2 questions. Binomial, 1 question is coming. PNC, 1 question is coming. All right, and conic section, guys. From the circle, you will observe that 2 questions are coming. From parabola, 1 question is coming. See, from circle and parabola, 1 question. And from ellipse and hyperbola together, 1 question is coming. Straight line, 1 or 2 questions are coming. Matrix determinant, 1 or 2 questions are coming. So these are quite doable questions which I am talking about. Statistics question, doable question. 1 question will definitely come from there. Search for these questions first of all when you start the question paper. Okay, when you start solving the question paper, first of all search for these questions, and then round 1 choose those questions which you find that the questions are doable. All right, yes, absolutely, my dear students. Over here, so this is the chapter wise weightage that we have given. You would see here that some of the chapters they are having higher weightage, some of the chapters they are having lesser weighted. If you talk about the only trigonometry, very less chance. If you talk about only inverse trigonometric function, so 1 question may come or may not come, like very less chance. But there are few chapters which are like highly guaranteed. So matrix and determinant, 2 questions, straight line, 1 question, circles, 1 question, minimum 1 question, parabola, minimum 1 question, ellipse and hyperbola, minimum 1 question will be there. So just do those questions, just try to search those questions. Sequence and series, 1 question definitely will come. PNC, 1 question definitely will come. Probability, 1 question definitely will come. Even if you are stuck in calculus, let's say you do not like to do integration, differentiation, don't worry. 1 question linear differential equation, that is a differential equation, definitely will come. So that is why, my dear students, I would suggest you to be choosy while attempting the questions. Here the work is to just determine those questions which are non-doable. You have to follow the art of leaving the questions in the round 1. Don't get your time utilized on those questions. Don't get your energy utilized in those questions which you think that they will be consuming more time. However, if you give the time to them, like there is no guarantee whether you will be able to get the output from them or not. So very soon we'll be having a start with the question discussion. I would call out the other teachers here so that they can have a discussion of the questions of the JEE Mains of the 4th April. Our students are also waiting here so that they can have a set of the questions being discussed related to today's shift. I hope many of the questions our team has got, they have also typed here. So stay tuned. Very soon we will be starting with the paper discussion of the 4th April 2026. And this is about the January, this is about the comparison that I'm making from the January shift to the April shift. From the math section, I'm telling you the papers are as usual as they were in the month of January, the first shift. If you have to really get good marks and your examination is after 4th April or evening, or you have the examination in evening shift, so my suggestion would be to just follow those previous year questions which were in the 2026. Just follow those questions. PYQs of 2026 January attempt. You will easily be able to search those questions, and from specific chapters which you think that these are my good chapters, I have studied these chapters in a detail. So from those chapters, just read all the PYQs of the 2026. You will be able to get an idea that how the questions were asked in the January attempt, and that is the reason I'm telling you the same type of the question they are repeating again and again. Also in our Telegram group, we have shared the questions being asked on the 2nd of April, not only from the shift 1 but from the shift 2 also. So you'll have that in one of the shift we got 16 questions, in other shift we got 22 questions. So math question you will be able to get around 40 questions. Okay, so these 40 questions just try to practice, and then if you're able to get the answers of these questions, definitely your attempt you'll find the similar questions and you will be able to attempt those questions also. So I would like to call the other teachers over here to have a discussion of the questions. Guys, the students are waiting over here. A few reviews about the physics I want to take. About the physics, I would say, if you find today, if you have given the examination, guys, if you find that the physics was easy, just type 5, moderate 4, moderate but lengthy 3, difficult 2 and very difficult 1. Please tell me how was the physics section for you guys. However, talking about the memory based questions till now we got, in the physics guys, this time they have reduced the paper level of the physics. This time they have found that 50% of the questions in the physics, they are from the easy, and moderate 33%. So almost 80% of the questions are coming in the category of easy and moderate. All right. So we have the set of the math question now, and Bharat sir is with us, our senior faculty, and definitely we are going to, within a few minutes, we'll be starting with the math questions of the 4th April shift 1. So bang on students, be ready, take out your pen as well as notebook. You have to attempt along with us, because then only you'll be having a practice. If you have the examination still remaining, that is, you have the exam in the evening, or you have the exam tomorrow or on Monday, so definitely just try the questions along with the teacher so that you get an idea whether you are able to solve the question by yourself or not. All right, my dear students. So, all right, so I can't, math was doable. Okay, so there is one poll also, 77 students almost have given the poll. Maths was doable, lengthy or very tough. So majority of the students, I think they might have given the lengthy approach to the math, because yeah, the questions were doable. They were, the students were able to know that this is a part to be followed. However, they find that the questions were lengthy. So yes, sir, I would like to invite you for the mathematics question discussion.
Hi sir, how are you sir?
Fine sir.
Yes sir.
Sir, how was the math questions? Sir?
Yeah, I think today's paper, when we have gone through the questions what we have received, physics paper is standard just like previous 2 shifts. Even chemistry paper also just like previous 2 shifts is moderate and easy. Physics and chemistry we can feel like 2025 questions, not like 2026 January. Okay. Yeah, in comparison they are like 2025 papers. 2026 January papers are a bit higher in physics chemistry wise, okay, but that kind of drift is not there this time. Okay. So it is just like 2025 students. All of you please note that who are going to give exam in the upcoming sessions. All right. Second point, mathematics paper here, this particular session, so far we've received around 12 to 13 questions. They're doable, not so lengthy. Not so lengthy. Can manage. So not that difficult also. Okay. So such kind of questions are there. Maybe rest of the questions we need to see, but one thing we can say that in this paper 15 questions can comfortably be done within time. Yes. So that is, and 15 question means a 99%. Yeah. Undoubtedly in January session also around 40 to 50 marks, 99% is there. Was there, yeah. This time as there are, as you actually cross the bar of 13 questions, so definitely you are into a title of 99 percentile in that category. Yeah. All right, sir, you can. Yes, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, dear students, we shall see few math questions that we have received so far. So one of this is basic question here, I mean to say, so but there is some concept here. You see, mod z plus 2 is equal to mod z minus 2. You need to put x plus I by r. It is like PA is equal to PB. P is the variable point z, I can say, and yeah. So P is the variable point z. So let P be z, and A is, so minus 2 means minus 2 comma 0. B be 2 comma 0, the condition is like PA is equal to PB. PA is equal to PB will give you the perpendicular bisector of these. So you just take this is 2 comma 0 point A, this is minus 2 comma 0 point B. So the locus of PA is equal to PB will be the perpendicular bisector, which is nothing but x is equal to 0. Therefore, you can feel the point P is z is nothing but x coordinate is 0, y coordinate let it be k. So that is the thing. And next, second condition that is given for complex number is argument of z minus z1 by z minus z2, in the sense this is going to be 3 comma 0. This point is here 3 comma 0. And this is z minus of minus I. Minus I stands for 0 comma minus 1. 0 comma minus 1. Right. Now this argument of this is pi by 4 means you z can be any point. Since this angle is acute, from this to this you have to, so I mean to say in anti-clockwise direction you will get like this part of the circle major segment, because this angle is acute. This has to subtend an angle pi by 4 here, right? So in this sense you can take z is like 0 comma k, means mostly z must be like 0 comma k here, because z must be in this format this. So modulus of z he is asking, so you can say like, you see this angle is going to be pi by 4. This is already vertical line pi by 4 90 degrees. this is pi by 4, in the sense the slope of this line segment must be, you can say, minus 1. So because it is 3 pi by 4. So k minus 0 by minus 3, the slope must be minus 1, and hence k is equal to 3. If k is equal to 3, dear students, this z is going to be, the point z is nothing but, you can say, 0 comma 3. Mod z will be 3 itself, right? So mod z square he is asking, which is going to be 9. In this complex numbers, basic language is important for you. PA is equal to PB, as well as this is the argument one kind of. The next question, this is related to permutations and combinations, right? So I can say here, dear students, 4 boys and 3 girls have to be arranged in a row. Yeah, I mean to say, right, yes. So 4 boys and 3 girls are arranged in a queue, then the number of arrangements such that all girls do not sit together. It's a basic question. So 4 boys and 3 girls are to be arranged in a row. Total number of arrangements are going to be 7 factorial. So I want those arrangements where all girls do not sit together. Means just find the case where all girls sit together. 4 boys and 1 group, there are 5 members. 5 members we can arrange in 5 factorial and arrange the group. This is 3 factorial. This difference gives the required number of arrangements. So total number of arrangements minus the arrangements where all girls are together. So you can just take 5 factorial 120 common, 7 into 6 42 minus 3 factorial is 6, which is 120 into 36 is going to be the answer, right? This is second question. It's an easy question, doable question. Comfortably this question can be done within time. The next, you see a line with direction ratios 1, minus 1, 2 intersects the lines first line and second line at the points P and Q respectively. If the length of the line segment PQ is alpha, then 225 alpha square. You see, in 3D geometry, it's a basic question. So a line is having direction ratios this. So there are 2 lines, first line, second line, another line is intersecting. So you take the general point on the first line, let it be 2t comma 3t comma 3t minus 1 is the general point on the first line. Second line, let it be lambda minus 1, this is lambda plus 2, and next one is 4 lambda, this is the general point. Now, so you got this point as well as this point, try to find the DRs. So DRs in the sense 2t plus lambda plus 1, this is 3t minus lambda minus 2, this is 3t minus 4 lambda minus 1, these are the DRs. But these DRs are proportionate to 1 minus 1, 2, that is the thing. So from this you can feel like these two are same with the opposite sign, just equate, you will get one equation, 2t plus lambda plus 1 is equal to minus 3t. You can say like their sum must be 0, you can just apply that part. So that, let me write directly here, and you see sum of these two must be 0, means 5t minus lambda plus lambda gets cancelled, minus 1 is equal to 0, you got t must be 1 by 5. If t is 1 by 5, you got this point, right? He wants the length of the line segment, that means you have got this particular point, t is 1 by 5. Similarly, you see double this and add with this, you have to get 0. That means 60 plus 3t is 90, and minus 2 lambda minus 4 lambda is minus 6 lambda, minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. This should also be 0. So already you know t is 1 by 5. So this is 9 by 5 minus 5 is going to be 6 lambda. So 9 minus 25 is going to be minus 16 by 5 is equal to 6 lambda. So you will get lambda value to be, it's just calculation based, that's it. Lambda value is going to be minus 8 by 15. This is lambda. Now you know lambda and t, you just find this point and substitute lambda and t value and find the distance, you will get alpha. The distance is going to be alpha. Now you have to find 225 alpha square. You see 15 is there, 15 square 225 gets cancelled, you will get a handsome option. This is how number of onto functions formula. So suppose this is m is equal to 4, n is equal to 3. So formula is going to be n power m minus nc1 into n minus 1 power m plus nc2 into n minus 2 power m minus nc3 into n minus 3 power m, and so on. The formula goes in this way. If n is 3, this is 3 power 4 minus 3c1 into 3 minus 1, 2 power 4 plus 3c2 into 3 minus 2, 1 power 4, the next one will become 0, which is going to be, this is 81 minus 16 3s are 48 plus 3c2 is going to be 3. So you can write 81 minus 45, right? So 81 minus 45 will give you the answer 45. That's all. This is not a difficult question. The question is definitely comfortable. So yeah, before I go to the next question, so mathematics questions, dear students, all of you do remember one important thing: math papers are not that difficult like January session. Okay, so most importantly, so we've seen 4 questions so far out of 25 in mathematics, and a clear observation that what are the important takeaways from these 3 papers. So already we are having 2 papers on April 2nd, and today we are having 1 paper. In all the 3 papers, one common point, common conclusion is going to be, you can say, so we can say common conclusion is papers are not that difficult like January. In January, peculiarities, physics and chemistry papers are bit comparatively tougher. Students have taken a lot of time for physics and chemistry, so they are unable to give time for math. This is why math they could not solve. Now as physics and chemistry papers are standard and moderate, students are able to give time for math. So you allot good amount of time for math, at least 90 minutes. If you are able to give, you can comfortably answer 15 to 18 questions in math. Right, dear students? So fine, I welcome our physics sir, Aniruddha sir. Hi sir.
Hello sir, thank you sir.
Yes sir. And how is physics paper sir?
Physics paper is easy to moderate, I will say. There is
Okay.
a little speculation about one question coming from out of syllabus
Okay.
that we are still confirming, because one student has sent, we get lots of questions from many students.
Okay sir.
So we are still confirming, but
Okay.
it's, I'll say, easy to moderate sir.
Okay, fine sir. Fine sir.
Thank you,
Carry
sir.
on. Right sir.
Okay, let's begin our physics section. Welcome students. How many of you gave the test today? Like this morning shift, how many morning shift students here? Because I need a confirmation. I got a question from these are all memory based, but I got a question on the resolving power of a telescope. Can anyone confirm here, did a question come on resolving power of a telescope? Because all the questions we do, we verify, because we don't get from one student, we get from many students. We verify it over there, recheck it with multiple students, memory based, and only then we put it. Sir, ye poll close kar dena. So confirm, was there a resolving power question? In the meantime, we'll get started with these questions here. First up, we have a basic logic gate circuit. We have A and B as inputs. These are given here. You have a logic operation here. So let's first find out what is the Boolean result. What is the Boolean result? Sir, वो chat थोड़ा scroll कर देना, नीचे नहीं दिख रहा है. Okay, well, there was. Achha, it was easy. Chalo, no problem. But technically, resolving power had been removed in 2023. Resolving power technically had been removed. But chalo, then I'll bring that question here. Through a NOT gate, an A bar goes in, a B comes in here. So this is then a NAND gate. So you have A bar dot B whole bar. That is your Y value. apply De Morgan on that, I will get A bar of bar plus B bar, which is just A plus B bar. That is the final logic operation. Is it coming option B? Some saying option C. We'll check, we'll check. So it is A plus B bar. Now let's draw out a truth table here. A's inputs are 1, 1, 0, 1. B's inputs are 1, 0, 1, 0. So let's look at A plus B bar. A plus B bar is, this is 1, so I don't even care what is B bar. I know the output is going to be 1. Okay? That immediately cancels out these two. Always, students, it's not your job to solve the full thing. Eliminate options as soon as you can. Okay? Next one itself will tell me the answer. This is 1 and 0. A plus B bar, this is 1. This is 0, this again B bar becomes 1, you get 1. So I see second input is 1 is only possible in one option, option B. No need to solve full. No need to solve full. This you do even in matrix match type. Only solve as much as you need. Solve one part, look at the options. Solve another part, look at the options. Okay? Let's move on to the next question. Easy stuff. This says a slit of width A is illuminated by a light of wavelength lambda. The linear separation between the first and the third minima in the diffraction pattern produced on a screen placed at a distance of D from the slits is going to be what? Okay? Simple question over here. We know normally we have A sine theta, so on and so forth. Based on that, we know lambda is formed and the positions are A sine theta is equal to m lambda. These are the equations for the minima, not the maxima. These are the positions for the minima. You have A sine theta equal to lambda, A sine theta is 2 lambda, A sine theta is 3 lambda. Those are the positions of the minima that keep on recurring. Okay? So at that point, I know I want between the first and the third minima. So if I put here sine theta 1, the first minima would be at lambda by A. The third minima point would be at 3 lambda by A, right? Now, for small values of theta, you can assume it's just sine theta is almost the same as tan theta. So this is like tan theta 1 and this is tan theta 2. They are roughly the same thing. Now, you want the distance over there, the distance between them. This gives you the angular separation. The angular separation of the minima. So to get the actual linear separation, you just multiply it with distance from the screen. So you can clearly see, I'm going to subtract this, I'll get 2 lambda by A. 2 lambda by A multiplied with the D. It's option D here. Straightforward. Good, good. So everyone got it right? Simple, straightforward question. Formulas, and if you know the basic formulas, it's easy. This is where it's different from January paper. January paper was more like tricky, it was lengthy, formulas were not direct formulas, you'll have to think, there were exceptions for stuff. This time, straightforward. If you have good syllabus completion, you should score well here. Acha, next one, come on, tell me in the chat. Screw gauge, when the circular scale is given 5 complete rotations, it increases linearly by 2.5 millimeter. This information tells me about the main scale. It tells me what is the least count of the main scale. Next, we have the circular scale divisions that are 100. So we know this main scale separation, that's what we call as the pitch. We want the least count. Very, very simple. Come on, tell me in the chat, students. This is very easy. This is very, very easy. What is the pitch? Each complete rotation, how much it moves forward, that's called the pitch. So I know in 5 complete oscillations, complete rotations, it moves 2.5 millimeter, which means the pitch is just 0.5 millimeter. That's it. That's it. Right? Once I have the pitch and the number of circular scale divisions is given as 100, I mean, I'm already sorted. My least count is equal to pitch divided by number of circular divisions. That's 0.5 millimeters divided by 100. That's 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 millimeters. Option B. Okay. Everyone clear with this? Give me a round of thumbs ups in the chat if this is all clear. Sir, आप एक बार refresh मारना तो I think आ रहा है ठीक है yes correct अच्छा ठीक है. Okay, we move to our next question, students. If any of you have a doubt, ask me and we'll get them clarified. Why can't it be D? Because you see it's 0.5 millimeter divided by 100. That's 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. That's 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. If this was 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 2, that would have been correct. But it's 5 into 10 to the power minus 2. That's not happening. Got it, Sri Shakti? Chalo, thank you, Abhinav. We move to our next question. See, this is a question that came, I will say, second morning also very similar question came, second evening shift also very similar question came, and that is why I tell you it is very important that you see all these paper discussions. These are memory based, but questions repeat even in the following shifts. Not even like January question came in April, but literally second April questions coming today. Okay? So over here, surface tension of a soap solution is given to us. Energy required to increase the radius of a soap bubble from 1 centimeter to 2 centimeter is A into 10 to the power minus 6. What is the value of A? So simple, I know the work done, right? The energy required basically. That's just the change in the surface energy. Change in the surface energy is surface tension into the change in surface area. Now when I put it here, remember, because it is a soap solution and we are dealing with a soap bubble, it would be 2 times of T into 4 pi, I'll call it R1 square minus 4 pi R2 square. That makes it, pull the 8 pi T out, R1 square minus R2 square, basically R2 minus R1, same thing. You have a 2 square minus 1 square. They were in centimeters, please keep the units proper because that's squared, that's a 10 to the power minus 4. What do I get here? 8 pi T value is given to us. I'll write pi as 22 by 7. The reason I write it as 22.7 and not 3.14 is because I see there is something that's a multiple of 7. I can cancel it out. So you have to choose what to put. Into 10 to the power minus 12. This will be 4 minus 1, that's a 3, multiplied with a 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, minus 4. Hang on a minute, I think some value is wrong here. Tell me one thing, versus 10 to the power minus 12, because I don't see this going to 10 to the power minus 6. I don't see that happening. I think this surface tension value, was it different? Those who gave the exam today. Because I don't see it going this, it's going 10 to the power minus 16. Or was this 10 to the power minus 16 here? Was it 10 to the power minus 16? Come on, those of you who gave the exam today, let's do the rest of it, by the way. This is going with the 0.5. So what do I have here? I have a 0.5, let's say I take it out with this, make it an 11. 11 into 8, that's an 88. 88 multiplied with a 3. 88 multiplied with a 3 would be 264 times 10 to the power minus 12 and minus 4 minus 16. So I think this A is 264 and this is 10 to the power minus 16, not minus 6. Minus 2 or minus 4? No, it would be minus 4 because you are doing centimeters square, right? Each centimeter will bring in 10 to the power minus 2. When you square it, it will lead to 10 to the power minus 4. Yeah, it's coming 264. Then I think the question was 10 to the power minus 16, not minus 6. Okay? Because we do r square, it's not going to be minus 2. Aman, is it clear for you? Is this clear for you? We'll move to our next question then. Next one here says that 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. Was this given 3.5 10 to the power minus 2? Then it could come. Then it could come. This was 3.5 10 to the power minus 2, was it? If it is minus 2, then also it will work. If it is minus 6, if it was minus 16, then also it would work. I think the answer won't change. It will still stay 264. Not a problem. Okay, so you got the idea. The answer also I don't think will change. The numerical value only you need. The order of magnitude could be different. Acha. Next is the increase in the pressure required to decrease the volume delta V of water is 6.3 10 to the power 7 Newton per meter square. What is the percentage decrease? It was 10 to the power minus 2 then. Okay, I'll go. 10 to the power minus 2 feels like a little too much. But I'll see. We'll get more questions. I'll re-verify. By the way, students, all these, again, we go through more questions as we get, more questions we add, we re-verify. We put out a PDF of that in our Telegram channel. So if you have not yet joined our Telegram channel, the link is down in the description. Please join there. Each of the shifts, we give a paper out as well. So over there, join. Also, stay subscribed on this channel because going forward, we'll be helping you with advanced, and we'll be very soon announcing about an advanced batch, a dedicated crash course, dedicated advanced batch, where you would be taught for advanced with daily DPPs, daily doubt clearing sessions with advanced faculties. And you'd get all of that at a very minimal cost. We'll be announcing that very, very soon. So make sure you stay subscribed, turn on the notifications so that you do not miss out on that news. If your percentile is above a certain amount, and we'll specify all of that, you can join that advanced crash course. Okay, this everyone has gone for 3. Okay, let's say over here, how do I get to this, right? How do I get to this? The percentage increase in the volume. We know that the bulk modulus is just P divided by delta V by V. So delta V by V, if you do not know the formula, that's P by B, right? You want percentage decrease in the volume, basically multiply with 100 here. So this is the percentage decrease. That is just P by B into 100. Put it here, pressure is given 6.3 10 to the power 7 divided by the bulk modulus is 2.1 10 to the power 9 multiplied with 100. This takes all of this out. The answer is 3%. Yes, good. The displacement vector दिया था, distance दिया था 25 to करना है या नहीं? I have to check that question, Samruddhi. I'll have to check. We have not got that question, or maybe our team is still re-verifying. It's not like one student gave and we just post it here. We recheck it from multiple sources. Then we bring, yes, correct. It is option 3. Okay, next question, optics. This says a rod of length 10 centimeter lies along the principal axis of a concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter as shown. So this concave mirror has a focal length 10. It looks like this thing, ignore that, it's just a concave mirror. It's not like a concave mirror with a concavo-convex lens in front. No, it's just a simple concave mirror. Length of the image you want. Now, many students here will make the mistake, they will go with that v square by u square formula. You cannot use that, because that v square by u square formula where you get by differentiating, that only works when your length is extremely small. It only works for those very, very small changes in length. For every other case, like here, see, it's like 10 centimeter as compared to the focal length, that's almost comparable. So you have to separately find the image of this point. You'll have to separately find the image of this point and the image of this point. Then you take the difference between those two images. Difference between the image distance. Is it coming 5? Okay, we'll check. See, the first point, I don't even need to bother. The reason I don't need to bother is because the mirror has a focal length of 10 centimeter, which means this point happens to be at its center of curvature. We know if it is at the center of curvature, its image is also formed at the center of curvature. So this, if this is like point 1, the image of that is also formed exactly over here. Now I need to think about where is the image of this point formed. For that, I go with 1 by v plus 1 by u equals 1 by f. The v over here is 20 centimeter and another length of this rod, that is another 10 centimeter. So that's 30 centimeter, that is u, but it's with a negative. So I'll put it here, 1 by v is 1 by the focal length of the mirror is 10 centimeters. So I plug in a 10 minus 1 by the object distance is minus over here, right? The object distance comes over to this side, that's another minus 30. So where do we get that? That's a minus 30 here, right? Oh, sorry, this would become a plus 30. This would go to a plus 30 because it's with a minus 30 on this side. Sorry, my mistake. This is minus 10, no? That is one thing. Why is this coming positive? Positive would mean it's going behind. The focal length would be negative because it's a concave mirror. Yes, it's a concave mirror. So we plug it in here. We get a 30. On top we have a minus 3 plus 1. That's a 2 by 30. Goes with a 15. So V then is equal to 15 centimeter. Now this was formed at 20 centimeter. The image for this, let's consider this point as 2. The image for 2 will be formed at roughly this point, at 15 centimeter. This is 15 centimeter. So my actual image for this exists in this region. Let's take a blue color. This would be my image shape created over there. That is just 15 minus 20, that's just 20 minus 15. Yes, that is 5 centimeter. Answer is 5. Okay? Got it, everyone? So I think we are moving into chemistry now. I'll be bringing more physics questions and I'll re-verify once if that out of syllabus question, that resolving power question has come. And if I get it from multiple students, then obviously we'll bring it here. You can also help us by letting us know in the chat if you saw any out of syllabus question or you saw any question that was tricky, that was difficult. So you can specify all of that in the chat. We take your chat into consideration also because you also gave the exam and we'll pick that for memory based. In the meantime, I think Dr. Sarfaraz sir is here to help you with your chemistry section. Hello sir.
Thank you, Anuj sir.
Please sir, take over.
Thank you. Okay, dear students, welcome back to chemistry questions. So I hope, okay, students are giving strong replies here. So very good to see. Nice. So dear students, chemistry, let's move on to chemistry questions. Overall chemistry paper was moderate, as I have already explained to you, as I said to you, right, all of y'all. So now moving ahead to the chemistry question, the first question which appeared is aniline, very famous question. 1000 times we study in our IELTS examinations or in our college examinations, you know, we will get 135 tribromo, 135 tribromo aniline, which is a white PPT. Everybody should know this is a white PPT. For those who wrote the exam, those who wrote the examination, if this is there, then the answer will come different. If it is not there, then the answer will come different and options cannot exist. Okay. Then now if you treat with HbF4, this is Bals-Schiemann reaction, and hence you will get here fluorine F, this is Br, and this is Br. The answer, if this is not there, then the answer is this only is the answer. So based upon the memory of the students, based upon the memory of some students who said that no sir, if imagine this is not there, then the answer stops here. But imagine this is also given, then further the answer will be the fluoro group is replaced by the bromine group, and you will get C. Option cannot be anything. 4 bromo, 1 nitro cannot be because you have tribromo. 135 tribromo, 2 nitro benzene is the answer. Clear? Clear everyone? Because bromine water means this is a white PPT, you will get tribromo compound. Correct? Now, but imagine this is not there, then the answer will become, options will change off. Next, 50 ml of 0.1 right. Now here everybody should know that ammonium hydroxide is reacting with hydrochloric acid and giving ammonium chloride plus water. Everybody agree? Right? Everybody can see. Okay, it was there in exam, so option B is correct. Yeah, then option B is correct. So let's move to further. Right? Now everybody know that yesterday also same model questions appeared in shift 1, I think. Same model questions appeared in exam. So at time t is equal to 0, this is 50 ml, okay, and this is 0.1 molar, and this is 20 ml and 0.1 molar, and this is 0 and this is 0. Correct, dear students? Now when you mix them, that means if you multiply m into V, number of moles is equal to m into V, then you will get here 5 millimole, here you will get 5 millimole, and this will become 2 millimole. Then this is limiting reagent. Am I right everyone? Agree? This becomes LR, limiting reagent. At the end this will become 0. At the end this will become 0. So from 5 millimole, if 2 millimole are subtracted, then 3 millimole left. Then 3 millimole left, and here this will form 2 millimole. This will form 2 millimole, right? Therefore, so now concentration of ammonium hydroxide is equal to 3 upon total volume is 70. Concentration of ammonium chloride is 2 upon 70. Correct? (250 ml of HCl). If it is 250 ml of HCl, then okay, I'll show you that also. Hemant, Shobhan, wait. And 5 ml. Okay, so the question is actually since memory based. So now PO, okay, that I will take it. Hemant, Shobhan Patel, and Hemant and Shobhan Patel. This question, what you are telling, I will take in the separate PPT and solve in that manner also. Don't take tension. Please give thumbs up. Hemant, Shobhan Patel. I will take that, your question also I will take and I will explain you. Okay? Okay, because more questions are yet to come. Right? Then POH is nothing but what? PKB plus log base 10 concentration of ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide. So, in place of once you get pH, then pH is equal to 14 minus pOH. So, this is the general way of doing, okay, right. So, Hemant, Nampalli, Sattamma, Shobhan Patel, I will take your question also and I will solve it. So, that is not a big issue for me. I will type it and I will take that model also. Since this is memory based, there is a chance that question may have some value difference. Am I correct? Am I correct, everyone? Since this is memory based, some value difference, some small difference may come from student side. Okay. Next, everybody answer this question fast. I will not explain you this. Everyone please answer this question. I will not answer this. Quick answer I want from you all. Right? Right? So, what is Sandmeyer? Q. Fitting reaction R. Filkinston P. This is S. Got it? Okay. Q, R, P, S. Answer is option D. Sorry, A. Next. The ratio of wave number of first line of Balmer to that of third line of bracket series is. Okay. Now, please help me. So, he is asking wave number. So, what I will do, my plan is, I will find wavelength. In wavelength you find, and once you find wavelength, then you reverse the order. Since both are inverse to each other, correct? Got it? Can I do like this? Everyone, can I do like this? Wrong question, Vicky Kumar, please type the full question. I will take that also separately I will take. Okay, Vicky Kumar, Hemant and Vicky Kumar, that also I will take. So for Balmer, N1 is equal to 2 and N2 is equal to 3. Bracket, third line of bracket, N1 is equal to 4 and N2 is equal to. So, tell me, first line of bracket, okay, I will cut off, I will cut this, first line, happy? Happy? Hello? Shinchan, first line I am cutting. So, happy now? So, I will take first line of this, I will take first line of this. Now, everybody happy? Clear? I have cut it, third line I removed it and I am taking first line only, according to you I am taking. Right. Now, so lambda of Balmer upon lambda of Paschen is equal to 912 upon 1 upon n square 4 minus n square 9, 912 upon 1 upon 16, 4 square minus 1 upon 25. Please everybody give me thumbs up. Hemant, Shinchan, Vicky, Patel, please give me the answer. I have deleted 3, I have taken 1 only. According to your order instructions, I have taken it. Okay, on solving you will get, then whatever answer you will get, if you reverse, you will get wave number order. Okay, Hemant, very good. Now, this is one cheap question, very cheap, very local, very easy question this is. XCO6, is this question correct first of all? Because some students are saying some small minor error in the question. So, XCO right? Right? So, here everybody can see The question is the sum of number of sigma bond. So sigma bonds here are 6, correct? And lone pair electrons. So 1 electron here, 1 here 2, here 3, here 4, here 5, 6, 7, 8, all are in bonding. Therefore, lone pairs are 0. Yes or no? Then the sum will be 6 only, correct? Everyone correct? Lone pairs are not there. Some students will do mistake. They will think that double bond is considered as single bond. No. That all is waste. Okay? Right. Next question. Sorry. Please read the question because some students are saying correct, wrong, correct, wrong. Controversy is going on. Good. Very good and very nice to see. So, is this question correct? Say yes, sir. Everyone tell me yes, sir, so that I can proceed. Otherwise, I will not proceed. Okay, Hemant, Patel, Shinchen, Vicky, user, Tust, Smith. Right. So, the covalency of oxygen in general is 2. Till here it is correct. And the oxidation state of oxygen is this is +4. This is wrong. This statement is wrong. Answer is +2. Okay. Then the anomalous behavior of oxygen in its group is due to small size and high electronegativity, correct. Hence, this statement is wrong and this statement is correct. Everyone give me thumbs up. Vicky Kumar, please type the complete statement is statement 1 sulfur dioxide, oxidation state -2. Okay, Hemant. Okay, I'll take it. Next. See, this is completely memory based, right? Now, so you can see BSR is telling you that it was given +2 in my paper. So, in your paper, if it is +2, then this is also correct. Everyone listen. BSR, Vicky Kumar, Hemant, everyone. If here +2 is given, then this statement also will become correct. Please everybody reply to me fast. If +2 is given here, this also will become correct. If +4 is given, this is wrong. Come on, reply. Okay. Covalency they gave 3. Okay. Maltose is reducing sugar. Now tell me now, this question is correct. This one is correct. Maltose is reducing sugar, lactose is non-reducing sugar. Very good. Maltose is reducing sugar, lactose is non-reducing. So everybody know in disaccharides, all are reducing. In disaccharides, all are reducing except sucrose. Correct? So maltose is reducing, correct? Lactose non reducing, wrong. Agree? Structure is given, huh? Okay. If structure is given, you have to see the structure. With respect to oxygen alpha position, OH is there, then this is reducing. Whenever you have a structure, then with respect to oxygen at alpha, OH must be there. Okay? Now clear? This trick you can apply and get the answer. Bhadrak Sharma, I sir have motivation. No motivation, nothing. Be cool, be chill, be relaxed, be very normal and just go and write the examination because in one day we cannot do anything. But be positive, be cool, very chill. And 1 hour before examination, I recommend you don't take any, don't see any reels, any motivation video only don't see, first of all. No motivation, nothing. Natural motivation, nature is itself is a motivator. Just quietly sit in the examination hall, finish. Okay? Okay, and I wish you best wishes, Mr. Bhadrak Sharma. Okay? 1930. Don't take tension. Be normal and just write the examination because time is less. Right? Good. Next. The number of this, you tell me the answer. If I tell, it will look very local. Okay? What is the answer? Please tell me the answer. Anybody? Please tell me the answer. They gave lactose structure. Okay. See, everyone, whenever you remember one important thing, let they give any structure, what you have to do is, with respect to this oxygen, anywhere in the ring, at alpha position, if you have OH, it is reducing. This is the trick, actually this is the trick to solve reducing, non-reducing. Clear? So, this is a trick to solve reducing and non-reducing. If you give structure, not given, whatever, it is same. Next, here, number of moles and number of molecules in 1.4187 liter of sulfur dioxide at STP respectively are. So, simple, step 1. Number of moles is equal to weight by, acha, in liter he gave, no? Sorry. If he give in liter, why to go unnecessary there? Right? So, here you can see volume in liter upon 22.4. So, this will become 1.4187 upon 22.4. Then number of moles is equal to number of particles by Avogadro number, finish. So, whatever answer you will get, keep it here, you will get particles. So, what is the answer coming? D. So, I can trust you, right. So, answer is option D, you please check it. Okay, dear students. So, now next is our mathematics department. So, I welcome sir to continue the mathematics part. So, I will be back in short period of time with some more questions of chemistry. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hello sir, please continue mathematics.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
All
much.
of you all.
So, dear students, I am here with few maths questions. So, this one problem is from the derivatives, where y is given as function tan inverse 3 cos x minus 4 sin x divided by 4 cos x plus 3 sin x plus 2 tan inverse of x upon 1 plus under root of 1 minus x square, right. Now, if we directly go into the differentiation of this problem, what is going to happen? We will have 1 upon 1 plus x square, so fx square, and then derivative of that. So, instead of going for that, whenever we have ITF functions involved in the problem, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to first simplify them and then then evaluate them. So, I will just take y is equal to f1x plus f2 of x. Okay. Let me simplify f1x first. f1 of x is what? Tan inverse of 3 cos x minus 4 sin x divided by 4 cos x plus 3 sin x. So, I want to convert it into that form where I can have tan inverse of tan A plus tan B plus minus upon 1 upon minus plus tan A tan B. Okay. So, here we can divide with 4 cos x. So, 3 by 4 minus tan x divided by 1 plus 3 by 4 tan x, and which can be simplified as tan inverse of 3 by 4 minus tan inverse of x, right. So, now differentiating f1 will be easy. Similarly, let us try to find f2 of x. Oops, 1 second. Sorry, it went back. Which one? This one? Huh? 1 second. 1 second, students. Just have it. Oh. Yeah. So sorry. One second. Just a moment, guys. So the pen is not working. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Got it. So let's evaluate f2 of x. 2 times tan inverse of. Now what we are having here? We are having a ratio of x upon 1 plus under root 1 minus x square, right? If you go back into the substitution part, if we substitute x equal to, let's say, sin theta, then the denominator will become what? 1 plus cos theta, which will be nothing but 2 times tan inverse of 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 divided by 2 cos square theta by 2. So after simplifying this will be 2 tan inverse of tan theta by 2, which will be 2 times theta by 2, which will be theta itself, right? So I'll just erase some part and we can calculate it again. Now if I differentiate, y dash will be f1 dash x plus f2 dash of x, right? So substitute the values. If you differentiate f1, f1 is this function. Tan inverse of 3 by 4 will be a constant number, students. So its derivative will be 0 minus tan inverse of x. We will have 1 upon 1 plus x square, right? Plus here we will be having what? Theta will be sin inverse of x, and then you can just substitute the value. Its differentiation will be 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. Okay, here it will be minus. So just substitute the value, x equal to root 3 by 2 minus 1 upon 1 plus root 3 by 2 whole square plus 1 upon 1 minus root 3 by 2 will be 1 minus 3 by 4. So this will be root of 1 by 4. Okay, so I hope you guys can calculate the final answer for this, right? Just substitute this value and simplify. Okay, we'll move on to the next problem. In an arithmetic progression, if a1 is 10 by 3 and s30 is equal to a30 cube, then we need to find value of d. So we are given a1 as 10 by 3, s30 which can be written as s30 which can be written as 30 by 2 into a1 plus a30, and this s30 is equal to a30's whole cube, right? So let's simplify this. A30 cube will be equal to 15 times a1 is 10 by 3 plus a30 cube will be equal to 15/5, right? So we can write a30 cube minus 15 a30 minus 50 equals to 0. Understood? Considering a30 to be some variable t, I can have t cube minus 15t minus 50 equals to 0.
So students, this is a cubic equation, right? A cubic equation in T. So first we need to find some value of T by trial and error, so that we can simplify it by the method of synthetic division. So what I can do, here we see product of the roots T1, T2, T3 will be minus 50, right? So any factor of 50 can be the root, or if there is a root for this equation, it should be the factor of 50. So I'll go with T equal to 5. Okay. So T equal to 5, 125 minus 15 into 5 minus 50 is equal to 125 minus 75 minus 50. So it is satisfying. So I can solve for the quadratic factor of this cubic equation. T equal to 5, 1, 0 minus 15 minus 50. 5, 25 plus 10, 50, 0. So another factor will be T square plus 5T plus 10, and we are having T minus 5 equals to 0. Okay. Now if we have this, from this part we can have T square plus 5T plus 10 has discriminant 25 minus 4 into 10, which is negative. So this quadratic will not yield any real value of T. So our A30 will not be a real number for this quadratic. So I can say A30, which was our T, is equal to 5. And now you can substitute A30 is equal to A plus 29D. So 5 is equal to A1 10 by 3 plus 29D. Now solve this, students. 5 minus 10 by 3 equals to 29. So I'll just write the answer. It will be, oops. So this side we will be having 5 by 3 is equal to 29D. So I'll just write D will be equal to 5 by 87 something. Okay. So you guys can work it out. The important part in this particular problem was to be able to solve the cubic equation. Okay. Once you simplify the cubic equation, you have to apply analysis for the quadratic, that this quadratic will not generate any other real root. So T equal to 5. That means A30 equal to 5 is the only real root for this cubic, and hence your answer comes D is equal to 5 by 87 with this given data. Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next problem. The square of the distance of the point -2, -8, 6 from this line along some other line. So let's say this is the line, x minus 1 upon 1 is equal to y minus 1 upon 2 is equal to z upon minus 1. There is a point -2, -8, 6, let's call it P. So distance of this point from this line, but they are not asking us about the perpendicular distance, they are asking us about the distance along some other line. So let this be that line. So and this line will be having equation x plus 5 upon 1, y plus 5 upon minus 1 is equal to z upon 2. Fine. So we know that this will be the point Q and point Q will be lying on both of these lines, right? So if Q lies on both of these lines, we can have Q as point of intersection of, let's call it L1 and L2. So we need to find point of intersection of L1 and L2. So let's consider x plus 5 upon 1, y plus 5 upon minus 1, z upon minus 1. I have written the same equation here. Sorry. Let's say this is equal to lambda. Then x will be lambda minus 5, y will be minus lambda. So which equation are we? Sorry. X equal to lambda minus 5, y will be equal to minus lambda minus 5, and z will be equal to 2 lambda. Then for that particular line, x minus 1 upon 1 equal to y minus 1 upon 2 equal to z upon minus 1. Let's say this will be equal to mu. Then I can have x is equal to mu plus 1, y is equal to 2 mu plus 1, and z will be equal to minus mu. Okay. So let's compare these equations. Lambda minus 5, and from this y is equal to minus lambda minus 5, right? So what equations I can get? Mu plus 1 equal to lambda minus 5, which will generate mu minus lambda equal to minus 6. Let's call it equation number 1. Then 2 mu plus 1 is equal to minus lambda minus 5. So from here I can have 2 mu plus lambda is equal to minus 6. Let's call it equation 2. Then by adding equation 1 and 2, I can get 3 mu is equal to minus 12. So mu will be equal to minus 4. Right, students? Now substitute value of mu equal to minus 4 in the coordinates. X is equal to minus 4 plus 1, y is equal to minus 8 plus 1, and z is equal to minus of minus 4. So this will be minus 3, minus 7, 4, right? So we are given a point P, minus 2, minus 8, 6, point Q, minus 3, minus 7, 4. So all of us can calculate the distance PQ now. PQ will be under root of minus 2 plus 3 plus 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 2 squared. So distance PQ will be equal to 6. Now what they have asked? They have asked us about the square of the distance between these points. So PQ square, this value will be equal to 6. Okay. So I hope you have understood this particular problems. Fine. Now I will hand over to Math sir. He will take further problems.
Yeah. Hi everyone. So we have a matrix question here, right? Which is A is equals to 1, 1, 2 and minus 2, 0, 1 and 1, 3, 5. Then they are asking then the sum of all the elements of the matrix which we are going to get from here, adjoint of 2 adjoint A inverse is equals to, right? So for the matrix, let's say adjoint of adjoint A, if I have, this will be equals to determinant of A power n minus 2 into determinant of A, right? So if we observe this matrix here, the matrix is of 3 by 3 order. So if I have to write this here, this is going to be determinant of A into, sorry, this is A matrix. So here I have to write A. Now So if I have to solve that, we have here adjoint of 2 times of adjoint of A power minus 1. This is what I have. So here we are going to get adjoint of adjoint. This is the matrix which I took A here, right? So in place of modulus A, I have to write this one now. So this is going to be 2 into adjoint of A inverse, right, into A I have to write, that is going to be 2 times of adjoint of A inverse, right? Now from here children, this is a 3 by 3 matrix, so 2 comes out to be 2 power 3, and then we have this here, so I can write this as 1 by adjoint of A determinant, right, into we have 2 here and adjoint of A inverse. Now to find out these two values here, first thing I have to do here is to find the determinant of A. So determinant of A is going to be 1 times of, this is 0 minus 3, and minus 1 times of minus 10 minus 1, and plus 2 times of, I can write here minus 6. So you can observe this is going to be minus 15 plus 11, which is going to be equals to minus 4. The first value of this is minus 4 here, and then if you know this property will be there, A into adjoint of A is equals to determinant of A into I. So if I have to write adjoint of A inverse, this will be equals to 1 by det A into A. So if I am taking this into the left side, now here I am going to substitute those two things here. So this is going to be 1 by determinant of A into A matrix, and adjoint of A from here, what can I write? Adjoint of A modulus, if I have to write, this will be A power n minus 1, which means square I have to write. So determinant of A is minus 4 square I have to write there. So this is going to be 2 cube into 1 by minus 4 square is 16 into 2 into 1 by minus 4 into, I have here A matrix. A matrix is what? 1 1 2 and minus 2 0 1 and 1 3 5. All right, so 2 cube this and this is getting cancelled here. All I have here is 1 by 4 with a negative sign, and here 1 1 2 minus 2 0 1 and 1 3 5. Now we are asked to solve the find the values of sum of all the elements here. So to find sum of all the elements here, just add all of them here. If I have to add all of them, 2 and 2 is getting cancelled, 2 3 4 plus 8, which is going to be 12. So the final answer is going to be minus 1 by 4 into 12. If I cancel this, we are going to get the answer as minus 3. So minus 3 is the final answer for this particular question. So if you observe this, you just have only two properties here. This is one property which you need to know, and another one is this one, and this is obvious. We know that A is equals to A inverse is equals to adjoint A by modulus A. I just rewrote it. We will get the value here. Okay, so two formulas and you will get the answer here. All right, then next we have a matrix here. A is equals to ABCD, and ABCD can be any value from 0 to 4, and they gave here A square is equals to minus 4 into A plus 3 times of I is equals to 0. Now children, if I take the characteristic equation of this one, let us say A is this value, so I am going to write this as A minus lambda B C and D minus lambda, that is equals to 0. So we are having here A minus lambda into D minus lambda minus B into C, that is equals to 0. You just multiply these two here, lambda square minus lambda times of A plus D you are going to get, and you are going to get AD minus BC, that is equals to 0. So you can see here, we will replace this lambda with A, so you are going to get A square minus A plus D into A plus AD minus BC, that is equals to 0 is what we have here, right? A plus D is what? The trace of the matrix. So in general, if you are writing this, you can write this as trace of A into A plus this is mod of A, that is equals to 0. So even if it is a different question, you can use this one to solve it. So trace of A here, it is given as 4. By comparison, you can say here A plus D is equals to 4. This is one thing. And then you have determinant of A is equals to 3. So we can write here AD minus BC is equals to 3 I need. Now children, A plus D value need to be 4 from the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I take, I'm going to just write a order 0 and I'm going to take this as 4 and 1, 3, then 2, 2 you have and 3, 1 and 4, 0. These are the different ways you can write when this is equals to 4. So if I am taking 0 and 4, just observe this. 0 into 4, this is going to be 0 minus BC is equals to 3. Positive 3 is not possible because we have all the positive elements. So the first case is not possible and this one as well as the last case is also not possible here. Alright, and when I have 2 comma 2, so if you observe this one 2 comma 2, this will be 2 into 2 4 and minus BC need to be equals to 3. So the value of B and C need to be equals to 1. So how many different ways do I have here? When it is 2 comma 2, we have only one way here, right? And when it is 1 3 or 3 1, we will try to find it now. So here we have AD minus BC that is equals to 3. Now let's say if A value is 3 and D value is 1, then I have here, if I say B is 0, C can take all the remaining 5 elements, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if this is 0, here 5 elements I can take, right? So 5 plus 5 is going to be 10. So this is going to be 10. But if you observe here, there is one thing which is repeated. We are taking 0 and 0 twice. So 0 comma 0 we have to subtract from that. So this will be 10 minus 1, which is going to be 9 ways, right? So here we have, for this we have 9 ways, for this we have 1 way, for this we have 9. So this is going to be 19 ways overall to find the answer, which is option B. Alright, so this is a very basic question. If you know this property here, you are going to save a lot of time. Alright, okay. Then here comes the physics faculty. Sorry.
Hello all, welcome back to physics. So next question, body of mass 60 grams is moving with a velocity of this much along the x-axis and y-axis respectively. The power at t is equal to 2 seconds. So what is the power formula? Basic formula of power is F bar dot V bar. So once again, force is mass into acceleration. This is a question from work, power, energy you can say. So how to get this acceleration given velocity is 2ti plus 6t square j. Upon differentiating this velocity, dv by dt is 2i plus 12tj. So this is your acceleration. So let us put this power is equal to mass, acceleration and velocity of dot product. Given mass is 60 grams. Acceleration is 2i plus 12tj dot velocity 2ti plus 6t square j. So 0 0 cut, 6 by 100, this 2 into 2 will become 4 plus 12 into 6, 72 t cube. This is what the power, and this power has to be solved at what time? T is equal to 2 seconds. So got power as 6 by 100, 4 plus 72 t square, 6 by 100 4 plus 72 into 4. So what is 72 multiplied by 4? 7 4s are 4 2s are 8. Seven fours are 28. This comes as 6 by 100 into 288 plus 4, which will give you, how much is the answer? $292. So multiply 6 2s are 12, 6 9s are 54. When solving, what is the answer you will get? Anyone can give any answer? Okay, easily you can match 35.04. This is what my simple question. Next question. Find the coefficient of friction mu if the time taken by the block in rough surface is 50% more than the time taken by the block on the smooth surface. The distance led by the mass is same. So time is 50% more. So if this is taking time t here, it is taking 50% more. So t plus 50%. So t plus t by 2. T plus t by 2, which will give you 3t by 2. So what is the acceleration of smooth inclined plane? Acceleration of smooth inclined plane is g sin theta. Acceleration of rough inclined plane is g sin theta minus mu g cos theta. So if I substitute my numbers, acceleration is g by root 2. Here acceleration will be g by root 2 minus mu g by root 2. So let us equate both of them. So they said both of them has same distance. S1 is equal to S2. This is half A1 t square. This is half A2. What is the second time? 3t by 2 whole square. Half of cut. A1 is g by root 2 t square. This is g by root 2 minus mu g by root 2, which is 9 by 4 t square. T square and t square cut, g also cut. So you are left with simply 1 by root 2 is equal to 1 by root 2 minus mu by root 2 with 9 by 4. You can cut root 2 also. Cross multiply 4 by 9 is equal to 1 minus mu. So mu is equal to 1 minus 4 by 9. So the answer comes as 9 minus 4 by 9, which is 5 by 9. This is your final answer. It's a little lengthy solving, but it's a very easy question from laws of motion, finding the coefficient of friction. And you have to remember such results like acceleration is g sin theta for smooth inclined plane, acceleration is g sin theta minus mu g cos theta for a rough inclined plane. So equating using our kinematic equation ut plus half at square, you can easily solve this question. Okay, ma, got it? Next question is from modern physics. Nuclei A and B forms a C. Binding energy, this is binding energy per nucleon of A, B, C are 3, 7 and 6. The energy produced in 2A cube plus B power 4 plus C power 10 is. So what is the formula of binding energy? Binding energies, what is the formula of energy? Binding energy of products minus binding energy of reactants. So what are your products? This is your product and this is your reactants. So 10 into 6, because this 6 is binding energy per nucleon. So that's why I'm multiplying with my mass number also. 10 into 6 minus B value 7 into 4. This is 7 into 4. Then A value 3 into 3 into 2 is also there because there are 2 atoms here. Binding energy of products minus binding energy of reactants. 7 into 4 minus 3 into 3. So upon solving, this is 60 minus 28 minus 18, which comes as 60 minus, how much is this? 46. 20, 10, 30 plus 16, 46. So 60 minus 46 will come up to 14. Units will follow. 14 mega electron volts. This is simple basic question from nuclear chapter which everyone can solve and get the marks. Come on, next question. X is increased. If X is increased at a constant rate, then the rate of change of energy stored is proportional to. If X, what is X? X is the distance between the plates. X is the distance between the plates. What is the capacitance formula? Capacitance is epsilon naught A by D. So this epsilon naught A by X, D is given as this X. If this is increased at a constant rate, then the rate of change of energy. Energy stored in a capacitor is half C V square half epsilon naught A by X V square. This is your energy. So rate of change of energy dE by dt. So your half epsilon naught V square are constant. You have to differentiate only d by dt of 1 by x. So upon differentiating, half epsilon naught V square, this is minus 1 by x square into dx by dt. So x is also increasing at a constant rate. This term is also again constant. So this dE by dt is depending only on x power minus 2. So this is given as x power minus 2. So therefore the alpha is minus 2. This is what the answer. Question looks little typical and different, but it is a very simple question if you read carefully and understand it. Next question is from inductance chapter, alternating current. Inductance of 10 millihenry, capacitance 0.1 microfarads and resistance 100 ohms in series. The power factor of the circuit is given as 0.5. Find the difference between inductive reactance and capacitive reactance is √3 alpha. So inductive reactance and capacitive XL minus XC is given as √3 alpha. XL minus XC. So first of all, power factor cos phi. This is what power factor. Cos phi is given as half. That means phi value is how much? Cos 60. So if I use my another equation, tan phi is equal to XL minus XC by R. So my aim is to find this XL minus XC. Tan 60. This is given as root 3 alpha. R value is 100. So tan 60 is 1 by root 3. Tan 60 is root 3, sorry. Root 3 is equal to root 3 alpha by 100. So simply root 3 cut. Alpha will come as 100. These are also simple questions from alternating current. In phase 1 also similar type of question was asked. So inductance is given. The values of inductance and capacitance given are not useful, but only this 100 ohms is useful. Okay, next you have another physics sir to discuss next few questions.
Okay sir, thank you so much sir for giving me this opportunity. How are you doing guys? And before we start this question, please share the video with your friends who are giving JEE Mains this attempt. Okay, so in this question we have two projectiles are projected with same initial velocities at 15 degree angle and 30 degree angles, right? So root 3, okay, let's check. Very good. So we have two projectiles projected at angle 15 degrees and 30 degree. Okay. Now what's the formula for range of a projectile? So we could say that velocity in x direction will be constant everywhere, and in y direction we have a gravitational pull downwards. Yes, that means range is always going to be ux t. T is what? T is time of ascent plus time of descent, and by this we get formula that is u square sine 2 theta by z. So could I say that ratio of range would be in the ratio of sine 2 theta 1 is to sine 2 theta 2. Am I right? That means sine 2 theta 1 is to sine 2 theta 2. Okay. Sine 2 theta 1 is 15 degrees. That means sine 30 is to sine 30 to the 60. Okay, sine 30 1 by root 2. Okay, 1 by 2, sorry, and sine 60 root 3 by 2. So ratio would be 1 is to root 3. So value of x will be root 3. Understood? Is that clear? Okay. Now let's move to next problem. So in this problem we have, let a solid sphere R of mass m is cut into unequal parts. One sphere is given and mass of sphere is capital M and radius of this mass is given R. Now we divided it into two unequal parts and mass of sphere is given m by 8. Okay, and radius is given as small r. Okay, and another one is a disk of mass. Now if this mass is m by 8, then it is obvious that its mass will be 7m by 8. Am I right? And there is nothing about thickness, and radius is given as 2r. Okay, and what will be its radius? So radius of this solid sphere would be Okay, so I could equate densities for both of them. Its density would be, okay, d1 is equals d2 and d1 is m by volume of mass. So volume of sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube, and density 2 would be m by 8, and volume of this sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube, and from here we'll get the value of r, that is r by 2. Now problem is extremely easy, but see, disk of thickness is t. Okay, but we don't even require the thickness of t. Okay, see, look at here. Now you need moment of inertia of disk. Let's say its moment of inertia is I1, and this is what? Disk and sphere. For sphere, that is I2. We need ratio of I1 and I2. Now in that, if you forget to read diameter, then you would say that moment of inertia for disk would be mr square by 2, and that is wrong. Why? Because from diameter, if axis is diameter, then moment of inertia would be mr square by 4. Okay, now mass of disk, that was obvious, 7m by 8, 7m by 8. Okay, radius is twice of r square and by 4. Now square of 2 is 4, 4 divided by 4, so this will be cancelled out, and we got value as 7mr square by 8. Yes, moment of inertia when axis is diameter will be 7mr square by 8. Similarly for sphere, and here axis is also given through center. Through center, moment of inertia for a solid sphere 2 by 5 mr square, 2 by 5 mr square, and for a hollow sphere 2 by 3. Okay, we are calculating for a solid sphere. Okay, good. 2 by 5 and mass is m by 8, r radius, that is r by 2. R by 2 square means r square by 4, and 2 2s are 4. Now 8 5s are 40, 2s are 80. So mr square by 80. Okay, then if you need ratio of I1 is to I2, I1 is to I2 would be what? I1 is 7 by 8 mr square, 7 by 8 mr square, and I2 is mr square by 80, mr square by 80, and 80 goes to numerator, 80, 8 10s are 80, mr square. So I1 is to I2 would be 70 is to 1, not 1 is to 70. If I am asking you that what would be ratio for sphere and disk, then that would be 1 by 70. Okay, so any doubt? Now Bharat sir is joining us, and thank you so much guys.
Yeah, dear students, how are you all? Fine. Yeah. So next we are here with math questions, right? So ready? Chalo. Here let step x denote the greatest integer function, the domain of the function. Most important, you observe in inverse trigonometric functions, most of the questions are given related to domain itself. Here also you can see it is a question related to domain, and cos inverse of, so step of 4x plus 2 step x by 3 is given. So we have to find the domain of this function. It is given as, so alpha comma beta. So this is a regular bracket, and this is the one. So 4x plus 2 step x by 3, this value must be between -1 to 1. That is the thing. So now you can see like -3 less than or equal to 4x plus 2 step x less than or equal to 3. Now how to solve this equation? So in this inequation, if you take the domain, yes, you are correct. Yes, wonderful, that's super. So you just give the cases for step x. Suppose step x is 0. In this case, this is going to be minus 3 less than or equal to 4x less than or equal to 3, minus 3 by 4 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 by 4. Yes, fine, it is possible in this case. So when will step be 0? In this case, you can take closed 0 to 3 by 4 you can take. This is going to be thing. The next, suppose if you take step x is equal to 1, you just see this becomes 2. This is the main equation. This becomes 2, subtract 2, this is going to be minus 5 less than or equal to 4x less than or equal to 1. If you just divide with 4, you can't find, this is going to be minus 5 by 4 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 by 4. You can't get the values whose step is 1. Even step x 2, 3, 4, you can observe that this cannot be it will not go further. You just take the case step x is equal to minus 1. If step x is minus 1, this becomes minus 2. So add 2 so that minus 1 less than or equal to 4x less than or equal to 5. So minus 1 by 4 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5 by 4. Now where step x becomes minus 1 is useful interval is minus 1 by 4 to open 0. Then just check the case step x minus 2, it will not hold good like this. So altogether the domain is going to be this closed minus 1 by 4 to 3 by 4. So this is going to be the domain. He said it as alpha comma beta. So yeah, so this is going to be alpha plus beta is going to be 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. 12 into 1 by 2 is going to be the 6. Got it, dear students? This is just, you need to give little time for this to solve this different kind of inequation, right? So cos inverse x, yeah, very good, super, you have done this correct, that's wonderful, super. Next, this question, it's a simple one, you see, it's a standard kind of question, nothing surprising in this. F be a real polynomial of degree n, kind of, f of x is equal to f dash x into f double dash x. Suppose f of x degree is n, f dash x degree will be n minus 1, f double dash x degree will be n minus 2. So since he is doing the product, this side degree will be this side degree will be this. So from this you can say that n is equal to 3. So n is equal to 3 means the given polynomial is of a cubic polynomial this is. And f of 0 is 0 in the sense you can take f of x as ax cube plus bx square plus cx. D no need to be taken because f of 0 is 0. Now in this event you just apply the condition f of x is ax cube plus bx square plus cx is equal to, you just write f dash x which is 3ax square plus 2bx plus c, in fact this is plus c into f double dash x which is 6ax plus 2b. Now you just compare the coefficients of x, yeah, very good. This is the main idea of this, it's a routine and important one this is. So from this friends you just equate the coefficients, you constants 2bc is 0, so from this you will get a is 1 by 18, b 0, c 0. Therefore you will get f of x is x cube by 18. If you could do this, major part is done. Yeah. So yes, if you get, yes, you are perfect, that is correct. If you get this idea problem, you can move further, otherwise it is going to be, yeah, so this is it is going to be difficult question if you don't get this idea. This is an important thing related to functional equations. In functions also we do f of x is this. Now what about f dash x? F dash x is going to be 3x square by 18, which is nothing but x square by 9, or let it be like this, f double dash x is going to be 6x by 18. Now you see he is asking 36 times f dash of 2. So 12 by 18 plus f double dash of 2, again 12 by 18 plus integral 0 to 2 f of x dc. This is 1 by 18 into x power 4 by 4, which is 1 by 4 into x power 4 in this particular problem. The next one, you see, suppose that two chords are drawn from the point 1 comma 2 on the circle. This is a circle, the given point 1 comma 2 is there on the circle. So from here two chords are drawn, okay, and the two chords, and you see this is bisected by y-axis, he said, and that end points are going to be R and S. This is R and S. Midpoint of RS is given to be alpha comma beta, so he wants to find the answer. This is also a standard question, guys. Yeah, 1 comma 2 is given. Since this is on y-axis, you can take this point as 0 comma k. Now, since this is midpoint, this is bisecting, double and subtract, this is going to be minus 1, 2k minus 2, this point 2k minus 2. So, this value must be on the circle. So, substitute minus 1 square is 1, this is 2k minus 2 whole square plus x is minus 1, minus 3y will become minus 3k plus 6 equal to 0. Minus 3 into this, which is minus 6k plus 6 equal to 0. So, minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. This is 4k square minus 8k plus 4 minus 3k plus 6 equal to 0, which gives 4k square minus 11k plus 10 equal to 0. We just see this is going to be, I mean to say, this is 2 into, minus 3 into this minus 6k plus 6, this is minus 6k, 8 plus 6 is going to be 14, this is. So, you will get 2k square minus 7k plus 5 equal to 0, you will get k value to be 1, other is 5 by 2. Once you know k value 1 comma 5 by 2, so you just put this k value here, r becomes minus 1 comma, you put 1, it is 0, s becomes minus 1 comma, if you put 5 by 2, this is 3. What about midpoint of these two? Minus 1 comma 3 by 2. This is the midpoint, this is alpha and beta. Alpha plus beta is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 6 will become 3. 3 is the right answer. Got it? Easy question, standard routine procedure, dear students. Okay. The next, you see, this is just calculation based. There is a triangle ABC here, ABC. Now, so he said vertex A is 1 comma 2, that is good, and the midpoint of the side AB is 5 comma minus 1. Please note that midpoint of side AB is 5 comma minus 1, AB midpoint. The centroid of the triangle is given 3 comma 4. Can you find B? B is nothing but double and subtract 10 minus 1, which is 9. This is minus 2 minus 2 minus 4. You see, 9 plus 1, 10 by 2, this is minus 1. And centroid is this, in the sense triple and subtract these two. 9 minus 10 will become minus 1. This is 12 minus 2 will become 14. Correct? You see, this is going to be 12 by 3 will become 4. This is 9 by 3 is 3. Correct. Now we got ABC. I have to find the circumcenter. Circumcenter is the perpendicular bisector's point of intersection. And you see, since you know midpoint, I think you can write the perpendicular bisector equation directly. 9 minus 1, 8x, minus 4 minus 2, minus 6y is equal to, substitute the midpoint, 40 plus 6, 46, which is going to be 4x minus 3y is equal to 23 is one perpendicular bisector. The second perpendicular bisector, you just take this midpoint, this is 0 comma, this is 8. So, 1 minus of minus 2x minus 12y, substitute 0 comma 8. This is going to be 96 minus 96, which becomes x minus 6y is equal to minus 48. So, these are two equations which are two perpendicular bisectors. You just solve them, you will get the circumcenter alpha comma beta, maybe 94 by 7 comma 215 by 21 you will get alpha comma beta. He wants 21 into alpha comma beta, you just apply, it is going to be 497 is the right answer. Okay. This is another simple calculation, easy if you know shortcut and little bit of writing the perpendicular bisectors easily, you can write very quickly. Okay. Right. The next, this is another question, area of the region. You see y greater than or equal to 0, so means completely above x axis. This is mod x plus y less than or equal to pi. If x positive, it is x plus y is equal to, of course, less than or equal to pi. This will be like this, pi comma 0, this is 0 comma pi, and below this. And when x is negative, this is minus x plus y less than or equal to pi, which becomes, when it is minus pi, it is 0. So this is going to be this. So it is below this particular one is this particular region mentioned. Now y less than or equal to mod sin x, y is equal to x sin x. Of course, here x positive and x negative, both the cases the graph is symmetric, because f of minus x is equal to f of x. You can draw x sin x graph. X sin x graph, you see here this goes, and at pi this becomes 0, and you can also observe it cuts, it comes here and goes like this. So, and these two will be intersecting again, this line and this at pi by 2. You see, when x is pi by 2, y is pi by 2, here x is pi by 2, y is pi by 2. So this is pi by 2. Similarly, you will also have here symmetry will be there. So this is below y, in the sense the area would be this as well as this. So let us take 2 times of this area. So the required area is 2 times, what is this area? You can write integral 0 to pi by 2, this is nothing but x sin x dx plus integral pi by 2 to pi, this is just this line, x plus y is equal to pi, y is nothing but pi minus x dx. Okay. So you just need to do this, you are going to get 2 into 1 plus pi by 8 you will get, because this integral is by parts. You can do f of x into integral g of x minus integral of, you can do by parts. This is a very easy one, which is going to be 2 plus pi by 8 is the answer, right. So these are the questions related to math. You see, all together I can say today's math questions are not so difficult. You can do, if you give little time and if you don't feel any tension, you can comfortably handle the things, right dear students. So any questions so far you want to ask related to the paper, pattern, math, physics, chemistry? What, any questions from your side? You want to ask any question? So I can say that so far we've seen 3 papers, all the 3 papers are easy and moderate, and just we can say like 2025 papers, 2025 April papers. Okay, please follow that level, and math we can say level of difficulty is comparatively little lesser. Okay, right. Now I invite our beloved Dr. Sarfraz sir, chemistry. Hi sir, how are you?
Hello Bharat sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your warm welcome.
Yes sir.
So
overall, how is chemistry paper, sir?
very good paper, sir. Among all the shifts, this paper was good, very good.
Super nice.
But it is moderate only.
Okay.
But one surprising thing is,
sir.
8 to 9 questions are models are repeating. That is very surprising
Oh,
thing.
nice.
Yesterday, one of my friend, Mr. Venkat,
Okay.
his son was writing examination, so he asked me,
Okay.
what are the repeated models? I said him, and luckily you say, or coincidentally you say, I don't know. There is no magic involved in that. Pure science and logic.
Okay.
8 to 9 questions, same model has repeated in this session.
That's
so that
super.
means those who are writing session 2 and coming up session, there is a full chance
Okay.
that models can be repeated. And what are some, I think, did it happen same thing in Max, sir?
No, sir. Now, models are not repeated, but we
Okay.
can say that 2025 kind of questions we are getting almost.
Okay. So Max always in dilemma.
Yes, sir.
All in antique state it is.
Yes, sir.
But however, sir, thank you very much,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fine, sir. Okay.
Okay,
Just
I'll
carry on,
continue.
sir.
I'll
Fine.
continue.
Yes, sir.
Bye. So all the students coming back to the class after mathematics class. So let's continue. Okay. So Right. So dear students, coming to the chemistry questions, so we have now 10 questions of chemistry approximately to be discussed. So a monoatomic anion A, that means A you have taken and you have added electron, okay, and you have converted A minus 1. You can see it has 36 electrons. That means if this is 36 electrons, okay, that means atomic number of this should be 35. Agree everyone? Correct? Atomic number of this is 35. Atomic number of this is 35, then it is bromine. If it is bromine, then it belongs to 17th group. Okay, and mostly it is gaseous in nature. Mostly it is in gaseous state. Clear everyone? Reply. So simple, very cheap, very local, very simple question. A minus is 36, then A will be 35. Okay, right. Okay, dear students, is it clear? So hence it must be 80, 17th group and liquid. Answer is option C. Clear? सर हिंदी बोल दो थोड़ा समझ में आसानी होगी. तो हिंदी तो ठीक है, हिंदी में ये बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि A इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड करके A माइनस करें. A माइनस में 36 इलेक्ट्रॉन से बता रहा. ठीक है, अगर A माइनस में 36 है तो A में 35 है. 35 कौन है? ब्रोमीन है. 17th ग्रुप का है, गैसियस स्टेट है. फिनिश. ओके अर्शु, राइट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. एवरीवन टेल मी, among the following number of paramagnetic molecules are, everybody know better than me, मेरे से अच्छा पता है आप लोग को, ऑक्सीजन पैरामैग्नेटिक इन नेचर है और उसमें नंबर ऑफ अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कितने हैं सबको पता है, 2 होते हैं. राइट, 2 अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर प्रेजेंट. नेक्स्ट, दिस इज द गुड क्वेश्चन that methyl chloride, so here you can see, okay, I'll write here only, if the benzene, if you undergo first step, then you will get toluene. If you take second step, you can take this, you will get this. On oxidation will give you benzoic. Parachloro, you can take orthochloro, molecular weight will not change. You take parachloro or anything. If you treat with this sodium bicarbonate, then it will release carbon dioxide. Right everyone? Got it? That means weight of this by gram molecular weight of this should be equal to 11.2 of this upon 22.4. Now since the ratio is going 1:1, okay, that means this is 0.5 mole. That means this is equal to 0.5 mole it will be. 0.5 mole it will react, or if you can say, you can equate also, right? So gram molecular weight of this you substitute. Okay, this is 7 carbon, C7, H, O2, Cl1, H is 5 here, okay. So this is 84, this is 5, this is 32, this is 35.5. So this is 5, this is 6, 156 approximately, check it. 16, this is, yeah, 156.5. That means this is 156.5, then weight is how much? Clear? Oh, Arshu, don't take tension, you can try in coming up days. Okay, next. Among the following complexes, which complex having crystal field equal to 0 and magnetic moment 5.92? Sorry. Right? If it is 5.92, then unpaired electron should be, it should be 5 into 5 plus 2. That means mu will become 5.92, unpaired electrons should be 5. So in this everybody can see, this is iron plus 2, this is iron plus 2, this is cobalt plus 3, and this is Mn plus 2. So only in Mn plus 2 you can see, Mn plus 2 is 3d5, 4s 0, and this is weak field ligand. This is weak field ligand. Therefore, all the unpaired electrons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, n will be equal to 5. Got it? C7, Tuesday myth, one carbon is outside also. Tuesday myth, got it? One एक carbon बाहर भी है ना? Got it? Tuesday myth. Next. Very, very, very easy, very cheap, local, according to me, waste question this is actually, but it came in exam and you can answer it in 1 second. Everybody know that nitro group is the strongest group in the minus I effect group. In electron withdrawing group, nothing but is asking minus I effect he is asking. Hence, electron withdrawing group, minus I group or deactivating group you see. So, C is highest. So, you can see, right? Then answer is option C. Okay? Right? Good. Everyone reply? No, my dear, Tuesday myth. This bicarbonate will take this H plus. So, carboxylic acid will react with bicarbonate and this will come from here. So, this will become H2CO3, this will break down and give water and carbon dioxide. So, carbon dioxide already I wrote no. So, this carbon dioxide is coming from bicarbonate, it is not coming from carboxylic acid. Okay? Okay, very good. Samruddhi, good. Next, this is another very, very cheap and local question. Which of the following set is correct for quantum number for 19th electron of chromium? 19th electron of chromium is what? Chromium is 24, correct? So, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Everyone can see till here 18 electrons came off. Everybody agree? That's right? Right? 18. Then comes 4s1, 3d5. This is the 19th electron. Correct? This is the 19th electron. So, here you can see for 19th electron, n is 4, S means for S, L value is 0, M value is 0, yes you can see it is plus 1 by 2. So, 400 plus 1 by 2, 400 plus 1 by 2, answer is option B. Got it, Samruddhi? Oh, very good. Okay. Tuesday myth, did you did wrong in your exam? I think you have taken 600 Tuesday myth. So, that is why man, be alert. JEE examination means it is an examination of being alert also. It is not an examination of solving. It is also an examination how mentally you will be alert in the 3-hour examination. That is the greatness. Okay. Consider the two products. Okay, considering. Okay. The correct order of dipole moment and CO bond length. Always remember, dear student, dipole moment is proportional to charge. Right? Is proportional to charge, and resonance is inversely proportional to bond length. So, if you consider both the factors, you can see it's option B. So, if you see in option B, one second. So, everybody if you see the resonating structure, उसकी मर्जी, उन्हें पूछ रहा 19 पूछ रहा, उन्हें 28 भी पूछ सकता, उन्हें 10 भी पूछ सकता, उसकी मर्जी है ना? उन्हें बीच का इलेक्ट्रॉन पूछा तो उस इलेक्ट्रॉन की बात करो, है ना? Simple, right? So, everybody can see. So, here you can see charge came. Yes or no? That means it will have high dipole moment. So hence answer will be, though in both the cases B will be greater. Okay, B will be greater in both the cases, right? An alkene on ozonolysis by reduction gave the following products. Okay, see the simple logic here. Here you can see sp3 carbon is there. In the option there is no sp3 carbon, hence this will be wrong, right? Here also you can see in the option, here you can see sp3 carbon is there. In the option there is no sp3 carbon, so it is not possible. Okay, so answer must be either A or either it must be D. So if this compound, if we do ozonolysis, then here oxygen, here oxygen, here oxygen, here oxygen, here methyl, and here you will get oxygen. So no need to say this is CH2, no need to say this is CH2. So everybody can see two formaldehydes have come. This is product, this one, and this is, yeah, this product is this one. So let us say this is A, this is B, and this is C. So here you can see this is A, this is B, and this is C. This is again A. Got it? No, Samruddhi, this is double bond, this is double bond, here double bond. So double bond is double bond only here, correct? But here double becoming single. Samruddhi, double single, double single, double single, average of double single it will become. So slightly it will be increasing, but yes, it will remain only double. Okay, leave it off Harshu, tension mat lo. Right. Now, in the following sequence of reaction, A, B and C he is asking, A, B, C. So C3 from the options you can see, okay. So C3H6O. So C3H6O means it can be acetone. So if you reduce with hydrogen palladium, it will become alcohol. If you treat with HBr, it will become bromine. Next magnesium ether. With magnesium ether, you will get MgBr. But dear students, treatment for give 2, 3, D is treated with A. Okay, D is treated with A. What is A? If you take this one, negative attacks here, gives 2,3 dimethyl 2 butanol, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So answer is, this must be A, this is B and this is C. Clear? So option क्या आता बताओ? Option is C. Next, boiling point order. Oh, boiling point order. This question is directly from NCERT. So if you take the data of NCERT, I am taking from NCERT data. If you see, melting HF, 1 second, sorry, HX melting point and this is boiling point. HF, HCl, HBr and HI. So now if you take This is 190, 160, 185, 220, 290, 190, 205 and 240. Okay, dear students. So here if you see, yeah, I will tell you. That is, without this, how to predict, I will tell you. Okay. So remember all of you all, boiling point or melting point is always directly proportional to packing, directly proportional to molecular weight, directly proportional to hydrogen bonding, directly proportional to charge separations, and it is inversely proportional to size. It is inversely proportional to repulsions. So using this you can solve it. So boiling point order, if you see, HF is highest, correct? Then least is, he is telling HBr, so this is wrong here now. Melting point order, HBr highest, so this is error. So this has gone error now, got it? Okay, next, amino acids. So this is 1 letter amino acid, it is purely based upon memory, there is no concept here, sorry to say. So glutamic acid is E, lysine K, arginine R, alanine A. So I think it is already placed in the order. I think next questions are coming. So next question, our friend Bhaskar may come and discuss physics questions. So please be ready for that. Okay, next faculty Bhaskar, he will come and discuss physics paper, okay, or physics questions. So meanwhile, dear students, overall I can tell those who are writing shift 2, here I can see some students are there who are from shift, tomorrow's examination they are going to write, that is on Sunday. For them I am telling you 10 topics, you be thorough and go. Number 1, pH calculations, hydrolysis of salt, pH calculations. Second, MOT, VSEPR, hydrogen bonding. Third, prepare named reactions. Fourth, prepare aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions. Fifth, addition reactions of alkenes and alkynes. Sixth, prepare rearrangements and go. Seventh, from practical organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry, salt hydrolysis and functional groups identifications, you proceed. Atomic structure, this year less questions have come, I don't know what is going to happen on Sunday, but atomic structure you go through. Chemical bonding, atomic structure, periodic table will carry the highest weightage. Okay. Next is, next you can go through P block, as you know it is very common. Complex compounds. Complex compounds always is asking questions on hybridization, magnetic moment, paramagnetic, diamagnetic, magnetic moment, that type of questions he is asking. Okay dear students, right. सर मेरे 30 से 40 नंबर तक बन रहे हैं, 30 से 40 नंबर तक मतलब सिर्फ केमिस्ट्री में या सारे मिलाकर? अर्शु, सिर्फ केमिस्ट्री में 30-40 बन रहे हैं या सारा मिलाकर? पता नहीं, आप बताइए. अगर 30-40 केमिस्ट्री में बन रहे हैं तो बुरा नहीं है, गुड है, अच्छा है, इतना बुरा नहीं है, उतना अच्छा नहीं है, नाइस है. लेकिन पूरे मिलाकर बन रहे हैं बोले तो 30 से 40 नंबर बन रहे हैं, मतलब शायद केमिस्ट्री का ही होगा. ठीक है, तो नो प्रॉब्लम, फिर से आपको ट्राई करना पड़ेगा. ओके, चलो, आई वेलकम अनिरुद्ध सर, ही विल कंटिन्यू विद फिजिक्स क्वेश्चन. सर प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
Thank you sir.
Thank you. Bye all of you all.
Okay, we have a few more questions in physics, and that controversial question, the resolving power question, that we have also got. Okay, so let's start with it. First up, we have the voltage and the current between A and B points in the circuit are what? This is a nodal analysis question. Don't work with Kirchhoff's law, you will waste a lot of time here. We go with nodal analysis. Let's assume this point is at 0 volts. If this is at 0 volt, this is at minus 27. This is at 0, this is at 0, this is at 0. So this point again becomes minus 27. this is minus 27, this is minus 27. Now still we run into a problem because we don't know about this point. Okay, we do not know about this point. So over here we'll assume that the potential is, let's say, x. So this is also at x, this is also at x, this is also at x, right? Now let all the currents come in. I've said this before, do not try to predict which side current will go backward, which side it will come forward. You let all the currents come into the junction and then you take the sum of the currents as equal to 0. So let's say over here the current is I1, here it's I2, I3, I4, and from here basically the I5 comes. That comes in. All of those currents are going into this junction X. Okay? All of these currents are going into this junction X. So what is my I1? I1 is equal to, you go from minus 27 to X, so minus divided by across a resistance of 3 ohm. I2 is also the same thing, minus 27 minus X divided by 3. I3 will also be the same, this minus 27 to X divided by 3. 3. I4, in I4, see, punch these two together, even though this is 3 ohm and 3 ohm, put them in series, that's a 6 ohm over there. ठीक है? अशु थोड़ा हिंदी में अगर कोई एक पॉइंट रहा हम बोल देंगे, लेकिन मेजरली हम इंग्लिश में ही बोलेंगे अशु, क्योंकि बहुत बच्चे यहाँ पे हैं जिनको हिंदी नहीं आता, साउथ से देख रहे काफ़ी बच्चे, तो मैं थोड़ा स्लो ही बताता हूँ, इंग्लिश ही बताऊंगा लेकिन थोड़ा स्लो बताते. तो ओवर हियर आई हैव 3 and 3, दैट इज 6 ohm. ठीक, this is 0, 0 to x across a 6 ohm. So I4 is 0 minus x divided by 6. And I5 then is, again, it's 27 minus 27 to x across 3 ohms. We know that the sum of all of those currents should be 0 because they're all currents flowing into that one point. So their sum should be 0, Kirchhoff's first law. So I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4, that is equal to 0. So if I solve here, put them all in, all of them I can plug it in. All these I1, I2, I3, I4 are same, so I can just do 4 into minus 27 minus x by 3, that is I1, I2, I3, I5, and I have this I4 which is minus x by 6, that is equal to 0. So over here, what do I get? Once take care of the negative signs throughout, let's put positive throughout, then multiply, do the LCM with 6, so then it becomes 8 into 27 plus x plus this x will stay as it is, that is 0. Just did an LCM and the bottom 6 I cross multiplied and moved it. Okay? If you want to go with a net equivalent, you can, but going by nodal analysis, you can still solve it. It's like even if they give different values in the coming shifts, you'll be able to deal with it. So over here, we are solving for this. That's a 8 into 27. That's over here 8x plus x. That's a 9x is equal to minus 8 into 27. So x is what? X is divided by 9, goes with the 3, 8 into 3, that's minus 24. The first thing I know is across this AB, the voltage is 24 volts. Because 0 here, minus 24 here. So the voltage difference is 24 volts, right? And if I know the voltage, current is simple. Current I'm just looking for that I4, which is 24 divided by 6. That is just 4 amperes. That's it. Right? We'll move on to the next one. We'll move to our next question now. Arshu, ये सबके लिए है, but मैं ऐसा लैंग्वेज यूज करना चाहूंगा जिसमें मेजॉरिटी बच्चों का फायदा हो पाए। आपको थोड़ा बहुत इंग्लिश आता है, लेकिन साउथ के बच्चों को जरा भी हिंदी नहीं आती, तो हमें इंग्लिश में रहना पड़ेगा। आप अगर प्योर हिंदी चाहते हो तो वो हमारे अलग सेशंस में होता है, लेकिन यहाँ पे बिकॉज वी गेट स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम ऑल ओवर द कंट्री, तो थोड़ा बहुत जैसे आप अभी पूछ रहे हैं मैं हिंदी में बात कर देता हूँ, लेकिन मेजॉरिटी समझाने के टाइम वील स्टिक टू इंग्लिश। थोड़ा बहुत बीच में हिंदी बात कर ही लेंगे। अच्छा, नेक्स्ट वन, दिस सेज an insulated wire is wound so that it forms a coil of n is equal to 200 turns. The radius of the innermost turn is r1 equal to 3 centimeter, outermost r2 is equal to 6 centimeter. 20 milliampere current flows in the wire. The magnetic moment will be A into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere per meter square. The value of A is going to be what? ठीक है? So in that situation, what do we do? Let's say this is the outer turn, this is the inner turn, this is R1, this is R2. Okay? Now it's wound so that it's again and again and again, its radius is increasing. Now what I have to do is magnetic moment is chalo current into area, but its number of turns into current into area. The problem is I can't use number of turns directly as 200 because every single turn will have a different radius. So the way I solve this is I take a very, very thin part of thickness dr at a radius r. Then I know the number of turns in just that thin part dn, in that very, very thin part, number of turns, dn is the total number of turns divided by the radius change about which it is done, is r2 to r1 into just that thickness dr, basic unitary method. Okay? Question, it was between 80 and 85. This answer? Oh, achha, scores between 80 and 85. 80 and 85 might not get you to like advanced cutoff. I don't think so. In this paper, though, I don't think at 80 to 85. Generally, you will not get a cutoff. If you have SC quota or anything, you can still get. Okay? Now, just that thin strip, what is its magnetic moment? It has a radius of r. So, just that thin strip will have a magnetic moment, d mu, I'll call it, that is dn into I into pi r square. Okay, because it's number of turns into current into the area enclosed, which is pi r square. Plug it in, dn is n by r2 minus r1, current into pi, and here I'll have an integration of r squared dr if I'm finding the total mu. Because I have an r square, this dr will come, I'm just jumping step directly. Okay? So over here I'm going from r1 to r2. If I solve for that, n by r2 minus r1, I into pi, this will give me 3 r2 cube minus r1 cube, because r square will give me r cube by 3, pull the 3 out and then put the limits in. Now it's just plugging the values in, it's like boring stuff. How much do we get? I get n is 200, r2 minus r1 is 6 minus 3, 3 centimeter, that is 3 into 10 to the power minus 2. Keep everything in SI units. Current is given as 20 milliampere. There's a 3 down below. Pi is 3.14. We have r1 cube minus r2 cube. So r1 cube minus r2 cube, that's a 6 cube minus 3 cube, that's a 216 minus 3 cube is a 27. into 10 to the power minus 6 because it's a centimeter cube over there. It's a centimeter cube there. Whew. Now let's solve this. Anything can I cancel out? I think I can cancel out. 216 minus 27, cancel with this. This goes with the 72. This goes with the 9. 72 to minus 9, that would be 63. So I have 10 to the power minus 6. Let's bring this up here. Bring this calculation up here. I have a 2 into 10 to the power 3. Let's get rid of this. That's a 4 into 3.14. 4 into 3.14, roughly around 12.5. Okay? We'll keep it roughly around 12.5 for now. Roughly around that. Multiplied with a 63 into 10 to the power minus 4. There's a minus 6 here and a minus 2 here. 10 to the power minus 4. How much do I get over here roughly? Is it coming 84? Is it coming 84 or is it coming 176? Let me think. If it is 64, that's an 8 times. 8 pound of this is this. So something around 800 you will get. Something around that. You have just check with the calculator. I think these was given with options or values. These was given with options or values. But anyway, calculate this. Whatever you get, you will get the answer. I'm assuming because if it was 64 into 12.5, that would have been 800. Because 8 into 12.5 is 100 multiplied with another this. Okay? I'm not going into the final calculation here. Chalo. Next one. Next question, easy. 26.39. No, I don't think so. 12.5 into 63 can't be. It would go somewhere around 800. It would be somewhere around 800. Okay? Oh, sorry. There's a divided by 3. Thank you. Correct. There's a divided by 3. We missed out on that. Actually, then we can cancel this out with a 21. No. Thank you. Then 12.5 into 21 solve. No, why will there be an ln term? It's an r square, no? It's an r square. You won't have an ln term there. Yeah, divided by 3. I missed the 3. Then calculate over here. Okay, got it everyone? Is it coming 26.39 then? Then it can come 26.39. Then it would come somewhere around 26. Somewhere around that it will come. Alright, chalo. We'll move to our next question. Thank you students. See, silly mistakes can happen from me also. This says if the forward resistance of the diode is 10 ohm, then the time constant in the given RC circuit is how much? Easy question. We know time constant is just RC. What is the resistance? Resistance is 100 ohms plus 10 ohms from this. I won't even consider this one. Their current does not go. ठीक है? मेरा इंग्लिश अच्छा है. मैं बंगाल से हूँ. अब वहाँ पे लोग इंग्लिश नहीं बोलते, बट मेरी इंग्लिश अच्छी है. Thank you. ठीक है? So over here you just have a 10 ohm and a 100 ohm over here. That's a 110 ohms. Just put it in. 110. Capacitance is given 40 microfarad. 40 times 10 to the power minus 6. 10 to the power minus 4 will be there. That's a 44 minus 4. That would be, I don't know how the answer was asked for, but you will get 44 into 10 to the power minus 4. Easy, simple stuff. Simple question, students. Okay. Next one, out of syllabus. This was technically not there. This used to be there earlier, but now it is not there. And again, this is a slightly controversial question. Over here it says there's a telescope whose objective diameter r is used to measure a distant star emitting light of wavelength 500 nanometers at a resolution of 5 into 10 to the power minus 7 radians the value of R is. Now, this is where just confirm to me, technically it is not there. I mean, you do not know NTA. Every year NTA has to do something to stay in the news. Something out of syllabus it has to give, happens every year, and then they don't remove it. Incorrect questions also sometimes they don't remove, but don't bother about that. Don't bother about that. I am not very sure whether this was given in radians or radian inverse. Technically, because they are saying the resolution is this, the unit should be radian inverse. The radian should be radian inverse. Okay? Because over here, your angular resolution, right? Sorry, the delta theta, if this was given in radians, then I'm finding the delta theta, the maximum angular width, that is 1.22 lambda over that diameter, which in this case they have said as R. I'll keep it D for now. Was it radians or was it radians inverse? Those who gave the question, can anyone tell me, was it radians or radians inverse? Because if it is radian, then this is the formula. If it is radian inverse, then you're basically doing, that is actually what is called as the resolving power, the reciprocal of delta theta. This is actually the resolution. But the question, two places I got the question, both had it as radians. If it is radians, then this is the formula. If it is radians inverse, then this is the formula, and they'll give different answers. Okay? This method, if I do, if this was given in radians, then I'd have 5 into 10 to the power minus 7, 1.22 times lambda is 5 into 10, 500. So basically 5 into 10 to the power minus 7 as well, divided by, this is the diameter is R. 500 nanometer means the same thing. So they'll completely cancel out. Your R would be 1.22. That would be the diameter, 1.22. Okay, yes, it's in a way Airy's disk only. But if the unit was given radian inverse, then you go by this formula where it would be 1 by 5 into 10 to the power minus 7. Sorry, 5 into 10 to the power minus 7. That is R divided by 1.22 into, so we get R value is equal to, cross multiplying, 1.22 into 25, so 1.10 to the power minus 14. The radius is equal to, then you can put into 25, that's like a 1/4, 10 to the power minus 16 by 4. Over here you can cancel. Now this I don't think is the answer, because the telescope's diameter cannot be 10 to the power minus 16, can't be in Fermi meters and so on. So I very much feel the unit was radians only. I very much feel the unit was radians only, and this is the correct one. This would be the correct one. The answer would be 1.22. You'll get, yeah, something around 30.5. This would be 3.05 rather, 0.305. Which is too small to be the diameter of a lens. It is too small to be the diameter of a lens. That is why I feel ki, yeah, that is why I feel ki over here this is, no, did I make a mistake? I put 100 down below, multiply 100 to the top. So this was actually 10 to the minus 12. Minus 12. but this is too small. Don't think that's correct. Okay, this feels the correct one. But this is still technically earlier in 2023 there was a syllabus revision. In that time supposedly resolving power of instruments was removed, but NTA shenanigans. Okay, I think that was our last question for the day, students. All of the questions you will get in the PDF form in our Telegram channel. So do stay subscribed to our Telegram channel if you have not joined that. Stay subscribed to this YouTube channel, Sri Chaitanya Academy JEE, because once your second attempt ends, we will not only be telling you what is the possible percentiles, we'll help you with counseling, what colleges you should go for, but also we'll be having lots of advanced classes over here, advanced question discussion, these deleted topics which are there in advanced, all of those questions, all of those topics also we'll be covering in detail over here. Out of syllabus questions be removed, they can be, they should be, but NTA is unpredictable. So I'll not say ki haan, they will be removed and then it will not be removed. NTA has also not removed incorrect questions in 2024. There's a blatantly incorrect question NTA did not remove. Okay? So that is why I say, mains is you score a decent amount, go to advanced. Advanced is the place where good quality, legitimate questions would be there. But chalo, all of you, whatever it is, don't worry about it so much. By the way, tomorrow again we have an exam. If your exam is more than tomorrow, today evening again we have the session starting from 6:30 onwards where we'll cover the afternoon shift. So if your exam is tomorrow, please see that. As you're seeing, questions are getting repeated in the coming shifts. So there's a chance you will get a common question. You'll also get to understand the paper pattern overall. So please attend the 6:30 session. If you have exam on 6th, attend tomorrow's sessions as well. All right. So we'll keep it till here. We'll keep it till here, students. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you like this session, if you want us to continue this, please like the video, because we have a huge team who's collecting these questions. We have lots of students like you who do not give the exam and I'm like, I'm done with the exam. They actually want to help their fellow competitors, their fellow participants in this exam. That is how we get these memory-based questions. So let's have a few likes for them. That being said, we'll keep it till here. To all those who have your exams tomorrow, see you all at 6:30 today. To everyone else also, please come in at 6:30. It's important that you see them. Thank you so much for tuning in for this session. I'm Aniruddha sir, signing off for this morning paper analysis. See you all again in the evening shift. Bye-bye. Have a good day.